He was probably 11, right? About 10 years ago, Brandon Marshall, Jay Cutler, Matt Forte. Maybe even a little bit longer. Right? It was about 2014, 2015 when those guys were starring for the Chicago Bears. So either way, we'll get to more of this Titans and Bears matchup tomorrow, or more so importantly, just Carnell Tate in just a bit. But we do have a bunch of text messages to get to here, so let's hit a couple of them.
Yeah.
And if you want to join the show, again, it's 310-840-4910. Adrian in Maryland texts in, I'm sorry, guys, this Rams offense takes more than a game manager. How soon we forget they got rid of Goff because he was a game manager. Stafford wasn't the MVP because he managed the game. Brad, your thoughts? You and I debating if Ty Simpson should be the backup over Stetson Bennett. I don't think Ty Simpson will be a game manager. I just think he's better. I think Stetson Bennett is a game manager, so that's even more reason to think that Ty Simpson should be the backup in case Stafford gets hurt.
Yeah, look, and again, I'm not going to read into Stetson Bennett not seeing a single snap last night. Again, straight from the horse's mouth, that being Sean McVay, he said exactly that. They're going to, reassess the tape. They're going to analyze it. They're going to make a decision. I mean, they spent high draft capital on Simpson for a reason. He impressed me with his command of the offense. He didn't really let it rip downfield, granted, but he can come in. I think he could be more than a game manager in a situation. It pressed into duty. So all I got to say is let it simmer. The Rams are built to succeed. The Rams are built to win the Super Bowl. If something were to happen to Stafford, I don't know if they're going to skip much of a beat with Simpson, quite frankly. They're just that loaded and that talented.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't go that far. That they're not going to skip a beat if it's Ty Simpson. If it's anybody but Matthew Stafford, that's not to say I would count him out because we saw what Brock Purdy could do. But to say they wouldn't skip a beat, that's a little too rich for my blood. 310-840-4910. Neil from Vancouver texts in, what's good, guys? Happy Friday. Scooble making his return back to Detroit in about half an hour. This was earlier in the show. That game's already going on. Brad, bring out the sledgehammer because this will be must-watch TV. Hold on, Brad, before you bring it out. Let's just update the folks. Top of the fourth in Detroit. Dodgers nothing. Tigers nothing. Scooble 3 innings, 1 hit, 6 strikeouts, getting matched pitch for pitch, though, by Drew Anderson, who has tossed 3 1/3 scoreless innings with 4 Ks. So Scooble dominant so far, but the Dodgers offense struggling again.
Yes, indeed, but we got to appease being men of the people. So, Daddy won! Daddy did!
Yes!
Daddy gotta have it! Let's go! It's a Friday! We're partying with the sledgehammer! I need some Peter Gabriel in my life, for the love of God! We're not getting
I don't know if...
It's okay.
Yeah, I don't know if Art got the memo about the sledgehammer. Oh, that's all right, Brad. The way that you and I can do it.
Yeah, we do.
The way that you pound that hammer.
I'm out of
man.
oxygen.
I know. I mean,
dying.
The level you go to, the insanity you go to, you don't even need the music. I mean, you just raw dogged it. You raw dogged that sledgehammer, and it was beautiful. It was gorgeous.
Yeah, I really did.
And I don't
know if you remember my old show, Live on the Line. I used to do that. It's a show I created back in the day. It was sponsored by BetMGM. It was on all the periods.
There it is!
There it is. There it is. We did this every single show. And man, my sledgehammer form was epic by the end of 2.5 seasons. So, yeah, sledgehammer, it lives on. Thanks, Neil. We love you.
Yeah, Neil, good stuff. I'm sure he appreciates that sledgehammer. And then just because I read it really quickly at the end of the first hour, again, our guy Chuck in Alabama texted in. He's playing Let's Go Streaking. He is saying he's got a 2-game streak, and he is with me, taking Pete Alonso. We're both on the Polar Bear tonight in that game against the A's. That one's not going to start, though, for another 2 hours. So hopefully Polar Bear Pete gets it done in his first AB. Otherwise, we might be waiting until we get back on the air, you on Monday, me on Tuesday, to see if my streak lives on, and Chuck's as well. All right, 310-840-4910. We've got a phone call, so before we get to Carnell Tate, let's get the phones here. On the line is Elijah in Baltimore, next up on BetMGM tonight. Elijah, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Nothing much, man. Hey,
What's up?
All right, cool. So
Yeah, we got
I've
you.
been living in Baltimore my whole life, and I'm sorry to say, but I am behind enemy lines because September 20th, the second game of the Ravens, the black and gold, is coming to town. Okay, so I cannot wait to go to the stadium with my jersey on, my Reggie Bush jersey on. And
be careful.
Who that all over listen, I did a DoorDash down to the Ravens Stadium, and I'm like, oh, who that in the building? And they just like, man, just get out. Who are you? And I'm like, listen. Well, I've been listening to you guys for a couple of months now, and it's been getting me through my days at work, and I just love sports so much. And I've been, every year, it's just been like Saints, Ravens, Saints, Ravens, Saints, Ravens. And I'm like, dang, will it ever happen? You know? But prayerfully, this year is the year. I like Lamar. I like the coaching staff. Declan Doyle came from, Sean Payton tree, so he knows what he's doing with Lamar, getting him to be a good pocket quarterback and everything. The offense, it's going to be like maybe a little bit of an adjustment for him, but I think they'll get it right. Same thing with us. The injury bug is hitting us crazy right now, but it's going to be a good season for the both of us. So that's all I really got to say.
Yeah, Elijah. So when you go into M&T Bank Stadium on September 20th and you're hoodatting all over the place, so let's say the Ravens are up by 20. Let's say it doesn't go so well. Are you staying to the end of the game? Do you have the Ravens jersey underneath that you can take out as a surprise?
Nope, I'm staying true to the black and gold, my friend. I don't care what it looked like. I've been a fan since Aaron Book days.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Wow, that's a long-time Saints fan. Absolutely.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, hey, Elijah, we appreciate the call, my man. No worries. We appreciate the call, man. Thanks so much. 310-840-4910. That might be a tough day. That might be a tough day for Elijah in Baltimore, Brad. Although I will say this, the Ravens have had some uncharacteristic early season losses over the last couple of years. How could we forget 2 years ago, right? They're coming off the loss to the Chiefs in week 1 where Isaiah Likely missed a touchdown by his big toe. And then you think next week they have 10 days off. They're at home opener against the Raiders. And you're like, all right, this is an easy bounce back spot. I know because I got knocked out of my survivor pool. John Harbaugh, author of the most double-digit blown leads in the second half, they blow a 10-point fourth-quarter lead as Devontae Adams and Gardner Minshew orchestrate magic, and then Daniel Carlson boots the game-winning field goal. So you never know. You never know. Maybe the Saints do go in there and Tyler Shark has the game of a lifetime, but I can only imagine Elijah walking into the Ravens facility or into M&T Bank Stadium door dashing and going who dat, and then just getting like, get out of here, man. Get out of here. That's got to be good, though.
Yeah, he might have to come and try to sneak in maybe a horse tranquilizer through a blow dart and blow it in the general direction of Derrick Henry and hopefully, make contact, hit him in like the left buttocks or something because you're going to have to make that dude drowsy and put him to sleep so he does not inflict pain after the second half. But we appreciate the call and Godspeed to you. Who dat?
I'm glad they're making mistakes. So, like, already trying to massage the media and perpetuate that it's going to be the offense, it's going to be Cam Ward, it's going to be Brian Dable's fault if the Titans season goes sideways. I don't know. Maybe I was reading a little bit too much into Robert Saleh's coach speak, but either way, Titan starters not only expected to play against your Bears tomorrow night, Brad, they're expected to play almost the entire first half. That goes to show you how much rhythm this offense needs going into the final game or going into the regular season. So we're going to see plenty of Cam Ward and Cornell Tate, it looks like, tomorrow, and that might give you a lot better feeling about the rookie wide receiver heading into the season if he does start to make some grabs.
Yeah, I totally agree. And they opened week 1 against the...
Life doesn't wait when you're experiencing bone or joint pain. So if there's something you've been wanting to do but your body's holding you back, it's time to take action. The orthopedic experts at SSM Health Bone and Joint Hospital help people find relief and get moving again. Don't wait any longer. Schedule an appointment. Call 405-218-2530. SSM Health, Bone and Joint Hospital at St. Anthony. We're Saints in Action, helping you get back in action.
Football fans of Oklahoma, welcome to tonight's Friday night high school football season opening broadcast right here on OK Sports Radio 105.3 FM, streaming video live on PPBC TV. It is, ladies and gentlemen, the wait is over. It's been a long spring, a long hot summer, but now it's football season. Baby live in full effect. I'm ready to get this thing going. I want to thank you again for tuning into our broadcast tonight. This is the beginning of a very special football season. Week 0 is here, and we've got a great matchup for you this evening. First and foremost, our title sponsors for this broadcast are SSM Health, Oklahoma City Community College, and Super Prep. The season opening football game here tonight is a non-district matchup between two teams from Class 6A and Class 6A2. It's the Yukon Millers and the Putnam City Pirates facing off tonight in game number 1. We are broadcasting live from Pirates Stadium on the campus of Putnam City High School. I'm your play-by-play announcer, Jay Swick, alongside football analyst Mr. Dylan Tribble himself. Dylan, it's great to be back in the booth here once again.
Yes, sir.
Game number 1. How you doing, my friend?
Man, I am doing great, brother. Back in the saddle, back where we belong. Friday night lights are upon us. It is week 0, like you mentioned. It's hot, but I cannot wait to get this matchup between Putnam City and Yukon underway. The Pirates, the Millers, Class 6A. This is what you want for opening night on OKC Sports Radio.
Yeah, you're tuned to the SSM Health pregame show. SSM Health Hospitals, proud sponsors of our high school football broadcasts. They're also doing more than just supporting the broadcast, because sometimes in hard-fought games, players need the services of a sports medicine specialist, and SSM Health Hospitals have a great team of physicians to help heal the players from their injuries and get them back in the game 100%. We are just under 17 minutes away from kickoff. Dylan, with it being week 0, season opening game, Yukon versus Putnam City, it's really hard to predict what's going to happen on the field tonight. Both teams have gone through scrimmages, but nothing can prepare you for the actual game under the Friday night lights. And tonight we're going to find out who's better. Is it the Millers? Is it the Pirates? But one thing is for sure, we're going to watch some smash mouth football here tonight. Both teams are expected to make the playoffs this year. Both are well coached. Both are currently healthy, but only one team can win tonight, and I'm very, very excited about it. So let's talk about the home team, the Putnam City Pirates, led by their outstanding head coach, Willis Alexander. And he has just a unique ability, a knack for communicating with his players. He's a tremendous motivator. He's very skilled at X's and O's. And he knows what it takes to win. He's been there and done that. He's won championships before, and he knows how to get the football in the hands of the playmakers and let them do their thing. I caught up with Coach Willis Alexander before the game, and we had a really good conversation. We talked about tonight's game. We've also talked about this year's version of the Putnam City Pirates. All right, let me get the audio right. I sold it really well, but we're having technical difficulties. So let me get that audio right with. Come on, here we go.
It's week 0. Everybody's
week 0,
shaking off
right?
the rust, brother.
No doubt,
Players are
including
going to
myself.
shake off the rust. We're shaking off the rust in the booth.
Coach, the Putnam City Pirates football team, Coach Willis Alexander. Coach, here we are, season opening game, week 0. Your Pirates taking on the Yukon Millers. Talk about this year's version of Putnam City and what the Pirates are all about. How excited are you about tonight's game?
Every time you get a new season, you should be excited because it's new opportunities. You see a new team. You know, I mean, everyone had the same team that you had from the previous year, so you get excited about seeing that opportunity to grow.
Has this been one of the hottest training camps you've ever had to coach through? If so, you know, how's your team dealt with it?
We've adjusted. You know, football's a game about adjustments. You know, in order to be successful in this game, you got to be able to make adjustments. You got to adjust. You know, we make the adjustment, we go on, we move. We control what we can control, and we don't worry about things we can't.
Coach, talk to me about expectations for tonight. What are some keys to victory over Yukon? What do you want to see from your team early?
I want to see us come out and focus on our fundamentals. Pay attention to the small things.
The audio's just not very good, and that's my fault. It got pretty windy down there. And like you said, it's week 0. We're trying to work out the bugs.
Yeah,
you know
we're going to get it right.
Goodness gracious. That's also my fault. Shout out to Brendan, our producer, Congo. They do a great job. Appreciate all the work that they've done. Our cameraman tonight is Winston, and we appreciate all the work that he's going to do tonight as well. But, yeah, Willis Alexander's ready for this team to get going. I mean, and it's I asked him about players. He really just said, "Hey, this is a team. It's not about one body. It's not about a single specific players. We got to play collective football as one team. Offensively, got to move the ball up the field and lean on our running game, but also be able to be effective through the passing game. Defenses doesn't want to stay on the field long.
Right.
You know, he wants to see some 3 and outs. Then he understands there's going to be mistakes made." And it's how you can rebound from it. So you briefly heard from Willis Alexander. My audio was not very good. But last year, the Pirates were 9-3, and they came so close to getting into that state championship game in 6A2. This year, the focus is to take it a step further. And as I said, defense is a high priority. Last year's Pirates recorded 3 shutout games. That's the most shutouts they've had in a season since 2007. And they've got some returning starters that want to keep that trend going. Senior linebacker / defensive end, number 44, Evan Matoyer-Wade, 6'1", 225 pounds, had 65 tackles last year on defense. 7 of them were for a loss. So he's a sideline-to-sideline guy, and he's got some quickness and some speed about him. So what I've liked, watching him on film and even last year, Dylan, was he takes great angles. He finds the football quickly. So look out for number 44 for Putnam City tonight. And also the defensive backfield is very strong with this team. Number 2, senior, Jonas Stinson-Powers. He can play corner, safety, whatever you need him to play. 34 tackles, 12 pass breakups last year. And senior number 1, Keandre Huffman, will also play wide receiver. He's been called the heart and soul of this football team, and specifically this defense, having 33 tackles and 9 pass breakups last year alone. So UConn's got to be careful tonight when they test the secondary of Putnam City. Let's remember they're Pirates, and Pirates are looking to steal the football.
Yeah, I mean, you're spot on with that assumption. But then, like we talked about earlier on the phone, Swick, Yukon, they have one of the best receivers and defensive backs in all the state of Oklahoma. Number 1, Daniel Yebbett. He is a top DB in the nation, top 15 DB in the nation, but he's going to play both sides of the football tonight for the Millers. So if they are going to try to test that strong secondary of the Pirates, I look for Yukon to throw it to number 1 many times tonight.
Yeah, and I want to get to Yukon in a little bit, but
Gotcha.
Offensively, the Pirates have a new quarterback this year, and I'm really excited to watch this young man play. Now, he has some experience. Willis Alexander used that as a reason as to why he's starting, is he's been in the field of battle. He knows what it takes to compete in real-life game situations under the Friday night lights. But Davion Simmons is going to be the starting quarterback. He replaced C.J. Turnbull, who's playing Division I football at Grambling State. Also, Davion looked really good in 7-on-7 camp this year. and earn the trust from his teammates and his receiving corps. Running back-wise, Kamai Herrera, senior running back number 0. All right, he's back for his senior year after averaging over 7 yards a carry last year, and he's trying to improve those numbers even more and, most importantly, get into the end zone frequently. So look out for Kamai Herrera. Also, he'll have a chance to really run behind some veteran offensive linemen. 7, Krishawn Rose. How warm it is here in late August. We've had one of the hottest summers that I can remember. It's up to the players to hydrate themselves, make sure they are they're drinking enough water and they've eaten enough food to last through this game. I do worry about cramps and different things like that. We tend to see that a little bit, but Putnam City's got some tents so where at least some of the players can get in the shade, but it's certainly going to be a lot cooler once the sun goes down, which might be in a little, not going to be anytime soon.
Yeah, not anytime soon. It's still the summer months in Oklahoma. Like you said, cramps, it tends to be an issue in the early weeks of high school football. We see it every single year. Just got to hope the kids are hydrated. They get plenty of electrolytes in their body. Here comes the Yukon Millers. Coach Willis Alexander.
That is right. Yukon's wearing the white jerseys, all white, red helmets, and we've got a good crowd out there from Yukon, Oklahoma, here in the heart of Oklahoma City at Pirates Stadium. And now we're awaiting the arrival of the Putnam City Pirates, and here they go, back flipping to start the game. All right, Willis Alexander's Putnam City Pirates seemed ready to play, and we are minutes away from getting this game underway. Again, our title sponsors for this broadcast, SSM Health, Oklahoma City Community College, and Super Prep. We appreciate them supporting high school football in the state of Oklahoma. I am your play-by-play announcer, Jay Swick. My football analyst is Dylan Tribble. Any brief thoughts as we get this season underway, get this game underway?
I'm excited, man. There's nothing like this feeling. The home opener, week 0. We're back on the mic, and I was thinking about this on the drive over here, Swick. This is year 6 for me and you working together.
That's right. We've had a lot of good times, seen a lot of great games, and I'm hoping tonight is going to be another good one. I think it's going to. Again,
yeah, I agree with you, brother.
I don't have any expectations with this game tonight between Yukon and Putnam City. I think anything can happen. Both teams have enough star power players that are going to be playing collegiately somewhere after next season. Both teams are expected to be in the playoffs, but only one can win tonight.
Yep, it's just a matter of who can execute down the stretch, limit the mistakes, limit the penalties, shake off the rust, and just get it flowing, get it going.
I guess I'm getting a little older, Dylan. I'm going to have to break out the binocs.
I already got you beat on that, got the binoculars out.
Yukon's going to receive the football and start out on offense, get the first series and the first opportunity
Yep, back
to
deep
put some points on the board.
to return for the Millers. Number 4, Antoine Grayson. And number 14, Jace Williams. Here's the
All
kick.
right.
We got a pooch. Didn't quite get to
Caught
the
at
returners.
the 25. He's going to bring it out to the 30 and get tackled right around the 34. It's number 11 for Yukon. That's Lenny Palomba, junior wide receiver. And now Yukon will huddle up on their side of the field as they run their first play. The Putnam City Pirate defense is already out onto the field. Pay attention to number 44, the right defensive end. Pretty talented young man, Evan Matoyer there. And the Yukon Miller offense is on the field. Twins left, single receiver right. Pistol formation, one running back. Moves to the left, ball is snapped, going to fake the handoff, throws to the slot receiver on the left side, doesn't get, he gets about 2 yards before he's brought down by number 2. That would be Jonas Stinson Powers. We talked about him in pregame. He's got a lot of pass breakups and a lot of tackles, and he made a good tackle solo right there on the right side of the field.
Yep, UConn just trying to get it out to the boundary, get a receiver in space, but the Pirates are right there to make a tackle. Not much going on, only a 2-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 8 for UConn Millers.
All right, going to move to the right now, gets the snap, hands off to the running back right up the middle for, I think, maybe a loss, Dylan.
Yeah,
to be
nowhere
quite
to go. The D-line completely dominated the line of scrimmage. That was the Pirates all over it. Running back Prince Shelburne had nowhere to go for UConn.
Prince Shelburne is known to have some good games here and there.
Yep, so it's going to be a 1-yard loss, Swick, to make it 3rd and 9.
Okay, well, this is the situation that the Pirate defense want to see. 3rd and long. Here we go. Twin receivers on the right and the left. Shelburne to the left. Ball is snapped. Quarterback throws over the middle, and it's tipped. Incomplete, and that was Stinson Powers again, this time making the pass breakup instead of the power. It looked like
Davion Simmons pulls it, keeps it, gets about 4 yards on the play to make it 3rd and short.
still in same formation. Twins left, single receiver right, one running back. It's Pettis behind Sanders. Ball is snapped. He does hand off and gets the first down. About a 2, possibly a 3-yard gain, but either way, it's a new set of downs for the Putnam City Pirates.
Yep, just a nice halfback dive play right up the gut. O-line one at the line of scrimmage, keep the chains moving. Now it's 1st and goal for Putnam City.
No difference in formation. They've got 2 outside receivers, 1 slot receiver on the left side. They've got an H-back lined up behind the tight end position. Ball is snapped. He's going to throw it over the middle, intercepted by Yukon. 20, 30, 40, 50, trying to evade one guy. He's got one guy to beat, and he stiff arms him, but he can't beat him, but he's brought down on the other side of the field right around the 12-yard line. What an interception in return by Daniel Yebbett of
What
the
do they
Yukon
say,
Millers.
Swick? Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games, and the TCU commit, Daniel Yebbett, is right there for the pick, deep in their own territory, and takes it all the way to the 13-yard line of Putnam City. What a sequence of events right there.
So Yukon gets their punt blocked, and it gives the ball back to Putnam City inside the 20 in the red zone. And then Putnam City's quarterback throws the interception. Now Yukon brings it all the way down. Now their offense is in the red zone at the 12-yard line, 1st and 10. What a pendulum swing of momentum. Going to fake the handoff. Zeeland's going to go on the left side, pulls up, and he gets knocked down right at the 5-yard line.
Yep, touchdown.
That's about a 7-yard gain
by Evan Matoyer, the senior linebacker. Took a great angle to save that touchdown.
Well,
if he's not there, then Zeeland walks right in the end zone.
Right, but Zeeland made the really good decision not to hand off to the running back. He saw the hole and got significant yards. They're going to credit him with a 6-yard gain. It's 2nd and 4 on the 6. on the Pirates 6. So here's Danielson, loses the snap, picks it back up, and he's going to get sacked. Now the ball's on the ground, and Yukon is going to recover and prevent the turnover from happening. Thank goodness for number 3, Prince Shelburne.
Oh, my gosh. It was a bad snap to start, and then Zeeland gets hit and fumbles the football. Prince Shelburne, he just saved his team on this drive. Wow.
We talked in pregame about mistakes. They're going to happen.
Yep, it's week 0.
Early in the season, offenses tend to mature as the season goes on, okay? But how can you recover from that? What's your response when you make a decision like that? Here we go. Trio receivers to the right, 1 to the left.
3rd and long for Yukon.
Shelburne's the running back on the right side, and it looks like a timeout is going to be called by Yukon.
Yeah, I think the offensive coordinator for Yukon did not like what he saw with the formation, so call the timeout. Going to try to get the right play. Interesting situation here. 3rd and about 14 to get that first down at the 2-yard line. We'll see what they come up with. Something to get it down the field.
One of our title sponsors for Friday night football broadcast here on PPBC TV and OKC Sports Radio is OCCC, Oklahoma City Community College. Do you have college hours but haven't obtained your college degree? Finish the process and get your degree at Oklahoma City Community College. OCCC specializes in giving you that second chance to finish your degree while keeping your normal routine, maintaining your normal work hours as well, and still having time for your family. Oklahoma City Community College offers online and on-campus class options that can accommodate your schedule. Learn more by going online at occc.edu. That's occc.edu for Oklahoma City Community College. Here we go. Ball is snapped. Zeeland Danielson pump fakes, then throws. 1-on-1. Incomplete. Off the hands of Yebbit. Really close. Really close. He came inches away from pulling that in at the backside of the end zone, but it's going to be incomplete and bring up 4th down.
Yep, tried to hit the TCU commit on a go route in the end zone, and number 21, Kenneth Young, the junior DB for the Pirates, was there to break it up, force Yukon to kick this field goal. Not an easy field goal in high school football.
Number 16,
Jonathan Haxton.
going to be the kicker for the Millers. Here we go. Can they take their first lead of the game? And that was a false start. That's going to back them up. I know the kick was good, but the false start along the offensive line, so that's going to back it up and bring it back 5 yards, and they will have an opportunity to re-kick or possibly go for it.
Yeah, I don't see him going for it this far out. He's got a strong leg. The kick was good, so he's really going to test his leg strength now. 5 yards back. Those are those mistakes that we see time and time again early on in the season. We'll see if they can recover here and get this one to go.
Yeah, it's going to be right around the 40-yard mark.
Haxton's a senior, so he's been in this program for a while.
All right, here we go. Let's see if he can knock down this 40-yarder. Kick is up.
It's good.
It is good. Yukon Millers have taken a 3-0 lead here tonight at Pirate Stadium against the Putnam City Pirates. They had that massive interception to prevent Putnam City from getting into the end zone, but they couldn't get in the end zone themselves. But a field goal is something. It is points, something that they can build on. 3-0 Yukon Millers up on the Pirates right now, and now we see the kick return team come out onto the field for Putnam City. Response after what we just witnessed. We've seen both teams get a possession on offense.
Pretty wild.
Only 3 points have come of it.
Yeah,
even though both teams were inside the red zone.
Well, it really looked like Putnam City had everything going their way to start the game. Defense comes out, gets a 3-and-out. They block the punt. They have the ball deep in Yukon Miller's territory and get that first down, and then they try to throw a quick pass, and it's picked off. by Daniel Yebbett, who takes it all the way to the other side. And that Pirate defense remains stout, forces a 4th down, and Yukon kicks a field goal. So here we are, 3-0. Pirates are going to get a chance to redeem themselves offensively. They got 3 guys back to return.
Yeah, one of them's Jonas Stinson Powers, Kenneth Young, and Jeremiah Kirk are the back receivers, kick returners. But Yukon may have a deep pooch kick. Deep
Putnam
onside.
City's not ready for it.
And that ball goes out of bounds, and they got lucky. The Pirates are going to retain possession, but, yeah, they did touch the football.
They caught a break right there. I mean, Putnam City was not prepared for that pooch kick whatsoever.
Yeah, the deep onside can get a little tricky. If you can get some hang time, it allows Yukon's kickoff team to get in the mix, and that's exactly what happened, but they just weren't able to grasp and take possession of the football.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's the ideal pooch kick. Had plenty of hang time. The players were around it, just couldn't come up with it. So here come the Pirate offense, led by Davion Simmons, senior quarterback.
Yeah, who had that interception, and let's see if he learns from it. I mean, you've got to be able to shake those plays off and let it go. He's going to hand off to Pettis, and boy, he's hit really hard by Connor Cannon, one of those Yukon linebackers that we talked about. That was a great form tackle for him.
Really
Pettis is going to come out of the game, and it looks like Sean Martinez is in the game.
Yeah, Pettis got lit up. That play was blown up by the linebackers for Yukon. They read it, as you say, like a children's book.
That's exactly right.
Loss of yards to make it 2nd and long.
3 receivers split, 2 on the outside, 1 on the inside. In the slot on the wide side of the field, ball is snapped. He's going to throw to that slot receiver, and he's brought down quickly by the Yukon Miller defense, number 24, Wyatt Livesey. But Sean Jones was the pass catcher for Putnam City. He had 15 catches, 248 yards last year, and 2 touchdowns. So he's trying to move up the depth chart, make a bigger impact on this team. All right, ball is on the left hash, short side of the field. On the wide side of the field, you've got 3 wide receivers. Simmons is going to step up, take the snap, has pressure, steps up in the pocket, makes some men miss. Now he's off to the races, and he turned that into a 9-yard gain when it should have been a 5-yard sack.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the legs of Simmons. He saw a hole, didn't question it, took off up the field. The referee gives him a great spot. It's going to be 1st and 10.
Wow.
Putnam City Pirates. Looked like it was going to be a sack. Simmons was in a lot of trouble, but showed off his speed to get that 1st down.
Well, great decision-making with Davion Simmons. When you get pressure from both angles like that, you've got to make a business decision.
Yeah, he had to make a quick decision.
And he was able to step up in the pocket and turn that, what should have been a bad play for a loss, turned it into a 10-yard gain.
Yep, dual-threat quarterbacks. That is the future. You don't see a lot of pocket passers who just stand there and aren't able to run, especially in high school. When you got a guy that can use his legs, it really can make the defenses pay, and that's exactly what Davion Simmons did. Senior quarterback stepping up when his offense really needed him.
You didn't draw it up that way, but that's the way it played out, and that's what you want to try and prepare your players for, and I know Willis Alexander does a really good job with that. C.J. Turnbull, who's playing at Grambling this year, was really good at turning bad plays into good plays last year, and now we're seeing it from Davion Simmons.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to play backyard football, Swick.
So triple receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 1 running back behind Davion Simmons, who's in the pistol formation. Nobody in motion as of yet, waiting on the snap. Here it is. He's going to hand off to the running back who gets smoked, maybe for a 1-yard loss.
Yeah, hand off to Pettis, but number 5, Connor Cannon, the junior linebacker for Yukon, was right there to meet him. Not much going on there. Yukon's defense is stepping up here.
Yeah, he's an experienced player for Yukon that does a really good job of watching film, picking up on tendencies, and trying to figure out where the ball's going to go before the snap. All right, twin receivers on each side. Ball is snapped. Going to fake the handoff to the running back, take it himself. And a loose ball, and I think Yukon's going to get it.
They sure did, Swick. It's number 2 for Yukon. Tyre Neal, the senior DB, comes in, scoops up the ball, and gives his offense the ball. Crucial mistake right there by that Pirates offense. That's 2 possessions in a row, well, where it ended in a turnover.
And both at the hands of Davion Simmons. The first one he threw an interception. The second one he had the fumble. He's just got to do a better job of taking care of the football.
Yeah,
you also need to forget about those plays. I mean, they've happened. You live with it, and you move forward. It's all about the next play.
Yep.
And so we'll see if Davion Simmons can settle down, let that go, and concentrate on the next possession offensively.
Yep, you got to flush it and move on.
But until then, it's the Yukon Miller football with possession right now with their quarterback, Zeeland Danielson, who's getting the call from the sideline. Twin receivers to the left side, one H-back, one running back behind Danielson. Ball is snapped. Bad snap. Kick ball. Loose ball. And it's recovered by the Putnam City Pirates.
Wow.
Number 11, Jarius Pauly, saw the ball bouncing on the ground and went over there and recovered. 2 different turnovers by both teams.
2 plays, 2 fumbles. First, Putnam City fumbles it, now Yukon.
I think this is a result of this being game 1, week 0. Again, offenses take a while to gel, and you've got to settle in. But, wow, not often do you get a second chance like that. Here comes the Putnam City Pirates. You know, we were talking about Davion Simmons. How do you respond? You respond now in the best way possible.
Yep, got to get something
Trip
going on
receivers
this
to the
drive.
right side, 1 to the left. 4 receivers in total, 1 running back behind Simmons. Ball is snapped. He's looking to throw deep and has time. Has a receiver, one-on-one. Incomplete, overthrown. No pass interference. I don't think there was any. There was some contact. I call it incidental. But really good situation where they were looking for Josiah Chester on a go route. And it was anybody's football, but just slightly overthrown by Davion Simmons.
Yeah, pretty solid defense as well by Tyre Neal for Yukon. He was right there.
2nd down and 10 at their own 42. Option pitches to the running back on the left side. He gets pushed out of bounds after about a 6-yard gain. And he's a little bit shy of the 50. They're going to mark the football right at the 49-yard line.
Yep, nice toss play to the left. They go to the starting running back. Pettis gets 6 to make it 3rd and short. Very manageable situation. We'll see what Coach Alexander calls on this play.
Still in the pistol formation. H-back on the right side. Ball is snapped. He's going to keep it himself. Bounces off a blocker. Now runs right. Up the field. Has the first down and some more. Gets tackled at the 39 on the Yukon Miller side of the field. 1st down and 10 for Putnam City. Really good play.
Crazy
by
play,
Davion
really.
Simmons.
I mean, Simmons gets blown up in the backfield by one of his own offensive linemen, and then he bounces to the outside, gets north and south, and finds that 1st down marker to move the chains once again. We got an injured player for the Yukon Millers, so we will take an injury timeout.
And this
Can't
is,
see the number.
Well, this is where we probably start seeing the cramps. Right now, it is still pretty warm outside, and it's even warmer down there on the artificial turf. But, yeah, they've got the training staff out there for him. You know what? Let's take a quick injury timeout, and we'll come back and see this new 1st and 10 for the Putnam City Pirates, and that's going to be, it looks like number 97.
Yep, Marcus Buffalo Head.
All right.
Junior
and,
D lineman.
It could be an ankle. He's getting helped off the field, and, looks to be a lower extremity injury. All right, we won't take a timeout. We'll stay right here. You okay with that, producer Brennan? Yeah, I'm good. All right, very good. Very good. All right. 1st and 10 at the Miller 41 for Putnam City. They've got 41 yards to go to get into the end zone. They're down 3-0 to Yukon. Still here in the fourth quarter with 4:29 left. All right. Trip receivers to the left, one to the right. Ball's right in between the hash. Ball is snapped. Going to hand off to the running back. Bounces out to the left side. And it's pushed out of bounds. May have gotten 1 yard. It was not very significant at all. Yukon took some great angles.
They did.
To prevent the cutback lane and to prevent them from getting outside. So I thought that was a well-played defensive play by the Yukon Millers.
Yep, about 4 different white jerseys. Yukon players were all over it. It was number 5, Connor Cannon, who cleaned up the play.
All right, 2nd and 10 for Putnam City. Ball is snapped. Hands off to the running back, Pettis. Up the field. He's going to get tackled for about a 5-yard gain. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Pirates down 3-0 in this game. Some quick substitutions.
Yeah, the helmet came off of number 79, one of the captains, Braxton Chase.
He's a big old boy, and number 76 is coming in, Carlos Rhodes.
It's a big boy, too. They got him listed
exactly
at
right.
425 pounds. There's no way that's accurate.
He is a mammoth, and he's going to be hard to move. I can promise you that. Here we go. 3rd down and 6 for the Putnam City Pirates. One man in motion. Ball is snapped. Simmons drops back, throws over the middle. Complete. 1st and 10. Caught at the 25 and brought down at the 25. Moving the chains again for the Putnam City Pirate offense.
What a great catch by number 4, Josiah Chester. I mean, the DB was right there in his face. Good focus by Chester, strong hands. The chains are moved. 1st and 10 for the Pirates.
And Braxton Chase is back in the game at tackle. Here we go. New set of downs for the Putnam City Pirates, down 3-0. Ball is snapped. Drops back. Simmons looks. Throws. One-on-one. Overthrown to Josiah Chester. Again, a lot of contact. Taylor Neal was all over him, but not enough for the pass interference. I do think it was more along the lines of incidental.
Yeah, they're just letting them play. I like it. It's just good football, one-on-one. Who's going to beat who? And that time, the Yukon Millers defense won the play to make it 2nd and long for Putnam City.
Simmons relaying the play to his teammates, getting the protection right. Twin receivers to the right, single receiver left, pistol formation. Ball is snapped. Going to hand off to Pettis. Cuts back. Gets tackled after 4-5 yards. We'll see where they mark the football, but really good cutback after he saw a little bit of daylight. He just got tripped up there on the play.
Yep, got tripped up. 4-yard gain because he fell forward to make it 3rd and about 6. We'll see if this Pirates offense can finish this drive with some sort of points.
Well, they've got some momentum. They've found some rhythm.
They've done some good things.
And they're getting positive yards. Here's the snap. Gets it. Hands off to Pettis. Goes right. And is tackled by a bunch of Yukon Millers. Little to, if any, gain at all. It's going to bring up a 4th down and looks to be 4. I think they're going to mark the football at the 19. So you kick a field goal or you go for it here?
Looks like the kicking team is coming on the field, so the Pirates are going to try to tie this up at 3. Going to kick the field goal.
Looks like
number 41 for Putnam City, Edgar Yanez, is going to attempt the field goal.
Here we go.
Senior kicker for the Pirates.
Ball's located near the right hash, so he's going to have to go a little bit left with the kick. Yukon is trying to hype it up, and we've got a flag. It could be delay a game, and that is exactly what it is. So that 4th and 4 at the 19 is going to turn into 4th and 9.
Makes this kick a little bit more difficult for
at the
Putnam
24.
City. Got to give my buddy a shout out, the white hat for the game tonight. It's my boy Trenton Stamps. I know him. We work over at Tinker Air Force Base. This is my side hustle. That's his side hustle. Really good referee. Great dude.
Absolutely. He's doing a great job so far. So you've got the inside information on the referees, huh?
Just Trenton. I don't know his crew, but hey, we always say it every year. We need more young referees
Absolutely.
in our game.
Eventually it's going to come to a head. All right, here we go. 4th and 9, and it looks like the offense is back out there. Putnam City's going for it. 4th and 9 from the Yukon 24. Ball is snapped, pressured, thrown. Incomplete. He was knocked down by number 57, Trenton Horn, defensive lineman for Yukon. Put a lick on Davion and stopped the Putnam City Pirates from putting any points on the board. They'll take over on offense with a 3-0 lead on their own 24-yard line, 1st and 10 Yukon.
Yep, it was that pressure from the D-line of Yukon that forced that incomplete and overall forces the turnover on downs. Now it's the Millers' turn on offense. Their last time out was a fumble. We'll see what Zeeland does this time.
He's going to hand off to Shelburne up the middle for Yukon, and no go. Nowhere to run. As my man Keith Jackson once said, nowhere to go but down.
And he went down in a hurry by that Pirates defense to make it 2nd and about 8 for the Yukon Millers. They're up 3-0. About 45 seconds left in the first quarter of football here at Pirates Stadium.
They're going to have enough time. They're going to run at least one more play before this quarter ends. Twin receivers to the left, one to the right. One H-back to the left. Shelburne, the tailback. He's going to fake the handoff, throws the out route, incomplete. Tried to find, is that Jonathan Haxton? No, that
Number
was
6.
Elijah Kinley.
Had him. The throw was there. Kinley just couldn't quite come up with the catch. So it's going to be an incomplete. And now 3rd and long, about 3rd and 9 for Yukon in their own territory.
And that's going to stop the clock as well. Putnam City secondary is strong. They make up a lot of ground quickly. Sometimes it even looks like they're baiting the quarterback. Like they know where they're going to go to the football. They just want to make sure they let it go, and then they use their speed to make up ground to either get the pass breakup or interception.
This is a play I try to get the ball into Yebbitt's hands.
Ball is snapped, 4 receivers. And, oh, he's hit, and he's brought down. Quarterback sacked by the Putnam City Pirates. Number 51, that's Jordan Billingsley, senior defensive tackle, with the quarterback sack, and he is hype. And now that's going to be the end of the first quarter. And Yukon's going to have to punt the football back to Putnam City. You're in tune to Friday Night Football here live on PPBC TV and OKC Sports Radio 105.3. I am Jay Swick. This is Dylan Tribble. We've got a 3-0 start here tonight. Yukon's up 3-0 on Putnam City, but the Pirates are getting the ball back to start the second quarter. Don't go anywhere. This whole entire broadcast is sponsored by SSM Health, OCCC, and Super Prep. We'll be right back after this 30-second break.
Every Thursday at 6 p.m. there's Super Radio with me, Miles Perry, on OKC Sports Radio 105.3. To hear the inside scoop on local high school and college sports across the state and the first-person perspective from your local coaches and athletes. Tune live every Thursday at 6 p.m. there's Super Radio on OKC Sports Radio 105.3. Super Radio is also streamed on our app at PPBC TV. That is PPBC TV. I'm out. Peace.
It's obvious that they...
All right, we are back live in full effect, about to get this second quarter underway. Yukon is up 3-0 here at Pirates Stadium. Yukon is going to punt the football.
They got to make sure and block. Putnam City's already blocked one punt.
That's right, and he succeeds. He's going to let that go. I thought for a second that Josiah Chester was going to pick it up and run with it. He chose the safer option. So now Putnam City is going to get another chance here offensively to put up some points. What's the message to the team right here if you're both teams? If you're Coach Barnes for Yukon and if you're Coach Alexander to Putnam City. Now that the first quarter's over, we're looking at second quarter action here. What do you say?
Well, if we're talking about the Pirates on offense, it's like, guys, we've done some really good things. I like the movement we've got. We've been able to get up and down the field. We just haven't finished a drive. We got to finish a drive. We got to get some points on the board somehow, some way, whatever it takes. And then Yukon on defense, they're doing a pretty good job at just holding tight and hanging in there.
Ball is snapped. Running back went the wrong way, so Simmons is going to have to pull up and run with the football, and I don't think he even got back to the line of scrimmage. That should be really close to loss. They might give him a good spot here. We will see.
Yeah, it gave him a good spot, maybe like a half a yard. Just miscommunication between the quarterback and running back on that play. So it's going to be second and about 9 for the Pirates. Once again, that Yukon Millers defense is showing up and making plays.
Twin receivers left, one right. Pistol formation. Simmons going through his cadence and got him to jump. Got him to jump. Well played. Almost Aaron Rodgers-like. He's really good at that.
Yep, got him with the hard count. The DN that jumped, he's getting pulled and runs off to the sideline.
He's probably going to get an earful from the coach.
That is what we like to call good coaching. Hold your players accountable. Free 5 yards for Putnam City.
So instead of 2nd and 9, it's now 2nd and 4 for the Pirates. Same formation, except this time got an H-back on the left side. 2 outside receivers, 1 to the slot on the left. Ball is snapped. Going to hand off to the running back. Pettis finds some room to run, has the first down, and he's going to be tackled right around the 38. He needed 4 to get the first down, but he got almost 20.
Yeah, that was his best run of the game. Looked like he was going to be tackled when he hit the second level, and he shakes the tackle off, breaks it, takes off up the sideline. That yards after contact is real for Pettis.
Putnam City, 1st and 10 at the Yukon 40. They're going to hand it right back to the running back, who gets about maybe a 3-yard gain for the Pirates.
He was
going to be
hit
2nd down and 7.
Early on, but just does a great job at falling forward. Uses his momentum to his advantage. It was Davion Smith, senior D lineman there for the tackle.
All right, they're going to get the call from Coach Alexander. Simmons going to relay the call to his lineman. He wants to get the protection right, and I would too. Twin receivers right. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff, throws right in the flats to number 30, and he's quickly brought down by Braden Holiday, another one of those talented linebackers for the Yukon Millers. But it was Charles Henderson. Caught the football on the right side. They'll put the ball on the right hash at the 36-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 6 for Putnam City. Twin receivers left, 1 to the right. Again, they're on the far right side of the field.
Crucial 3rd down play right here for
Ball is snapped.
Putnam
He's
City.
going to run. Quarterback keeper on the right side finds some room to run and gets the first down, and he's going to be tackled right around the 24, 25-yard line. I think they're going to spot it at the 25. Really good call and a little bit deceptive because you had all that field on the far left side, but he ran to the right. Everyone thought he would take the wide side of the field, and he did not. It found the crease and made the play. Now, they've been in this situation before. Get close. Now you got to figure out a way to put some points on the board. It's a 3rd opportunity to be near the red zone here for Putnam City. Ball is snapped. Simmons drops back, has time, throws over the middle, incomplete. Well covered by number 2, Tierra Neal. This is a really good game within the game.
Yeah, the matchup between Neal and Chester, we've seen it time after time, and Chester is just trying to get a little bit of space, but Neal's an elite defensive back with them stride for stride, incomplete pass.
Yeah, they've been in one-on-one man coverage multiple times. Simmons trying to get him the ball, but Neal's doing a good job defending it. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10 from the Miller 24. Putnam City's Twin receivers to the left, one to the right. Ball is snapped, hands off to Pettis. Can't get through that first line of defense. There's too many defensive tackles there for Yukon to prevent any kind of significant game. They're going to give him credit for 2 yards.
Yep, senior D lineman, 56, Davion Smith, in on the tackle for the Yukon Millers. Another crucial third down for this Pirates offense. Trying to finish this drive with points on the board. We will see what senior quarterback Davion Simmons has up his sleeve.
4 receivers split, 2 on each side, 1 running back in the backfield. It's Pettis for the Pirates. Simmons puts Pettis in motion. Ball is snapped. Simmons throws over the middle. Intercepted by Yukon. It's Yebet on the right side. 40, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Yukon.
Wow.
Daniel Yebet, the future Division I corner, currently committed to TCU, makes the pick on the right side and takes it all the way to the house.
Wow.
They're up 9-0. Could be 10-0, pending the extra point. What'd you see there?
Yebet just sat on the route. He saw what was coming. He's a D1 player for a reason. That's his second interception of this game. He almost took the first one to the house. This time, he takes it all the way to the crib. A pick 6 for the TCU commit. Daniel Yebet making plays for his team tonight.
He's got well over 100 yards in interception return yards today.
Yeah, he does. Almost 200.
Here we go, waiting the extra point. Ball is snapped. Kick is up. It is good. The Yukon Millers helping their offense out by getting turnovers from their defense and putting them in prime position, not only getting them in the red zone, but also scoring touchdowns from the defensive side of the ball. They're up 10-0. All right, we'll take a quick 30-second timeout and come back and see how Putnam City responds. This is a great opportunity for the Putnam City Pirates to get back in this game and cut this 10-point deficit down. Their next opportunity is coming up next. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Friday Night High School Football on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 and streaming live on PPBC TV. We'll be right back.
So if there's something you've been wanting to do, but your body's holding you back, it's time to take action. The orthopedic experts at SSM Health Bone and Joint Hospital help people find relief and get moving again. Don't wait any longer. Schedule an appointment. Call 405-218-2530. SSM Health Bone and Joint Hospital at St. Anthony. We're Saints in Action, helping you get back in action.
All right, we are back. Friday Night High School Football here live on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 KIMB. Also streaming live on PPBC TV. Deep onside, going to be caught and kneeled down right around the 27-yard line, if I had to guess. It'll be first down in Putnam City. They've been really making mistakes, and it's hurting themselves. They've found ways to get close and to get into the end zone, but turnovers have been an issue. I think that's turnover number 4.
Yeah.
Right?
And, I mean, 2 crucial
You've had 2
interceptions.
fumbles and 2 interceptions, if I'm not mistaken. Correct?
Yep. And the interceptions have just been at the worst time possible for Putnam City. Both deep in the red zone. Looked like they might score. They put it up in the air, and Daniel Yebet for Yukon came away with it. They just have to finish it. I like what they're doing. They've put together solid drives. They just haven't finished yet. Only 10-0, plenty of ball left.
Going to hand off to Pettis up the middle. He's going to get positive yards. I think a 2-yard gain here, maybe 3. We'll see where they spot the football. You mentioned off the mic, Putnam City needs to lean on this running game.
They do. They've had tons of success running the football, and then they try to, put it in the air in the red zone, and it's cost them twice now.
That talented Yukon Miller
And
secondary's making plays on it.
And with the offensive line play for Putnam City, just run behind those big fellas. They've been pretty dominant at the line of scrimmage.
All right, 2-yard gain for Putnam City. It'll be 2nd and 8. Twin receivers to the left, one to the right. Ball is snapped. Simmons drops back, has time. Throws, well, it may have been tipped. It's going to go incomplete. Looked like he was trying to find the far left receiver out there. Number 15, Yari Franklin.
Yep, you're right, Swick. It was tipped, so broken up pass. Another 3rd and long situation for
That'll
Putnam City.
Stop the clock at 6:59. Again, UConn's up 10-0 here in the second quarter. Putnam City could really do themselves a favor if they find a way to get in the end zone on this possession. Ball is snapped. Simmons hands off to the running back, has a blocker, makes one man miss, bursts upfield for a solid first down.
Great
20-yard
play
gain
by Pettis. Phenomenal effort. Got hit early, kept the legs moving, takes it up the right-hand side of the field. First down and 10 for Putnam City. It was a 3rd and long situation. What did they do to convert? Stuck to the running game.
And had some really good blocking up front.
Great blocking up front.
That H-back came around the edge, sealed it, allowed Pettis to have some room to run.
Look at that big offensive tackle for Putnam City. Number 71, he's only a sophomore. Kingston Johnson, he's 6'5", 315 as a sophomore.
That's a sophomore in high school. That's NFL numbers right there.
He stuck out right when we got here, and I'm looking at the pregame warm-ups. I'm like, who is this big fellow?
You can't
for Putnam
teach
City?
6'5",
no, you
315.
Can't.
You
can't.
either
That's
you
genetics.
are or you're not.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that is interesting. But that's something that we've seen so far today is Putnam City's finding some success on the running game. Now, they did have that fumble earlier, but then they've also had the interception issues. So if you can just kind of at least correct that mistake, take good care of the football, hold that thing tight.
Ball security.
Lean on this running game and force UConn to stop it, because right now Putnam City's running the football pretty effectively, and their goal is to get back into the red zone and finish the job. We've got a lot of people tuning in tonight. Shout out to Mom and Dad. I know everybody's tuning in tonight live from the house. So shout out to all the Putnam City families and the Yukon families that have tuned in to PPBC TV. We really do appreciate you. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. Hope it's air conditioning in the house. That's really important. Starting to cool off as the sun goes down, so it's not as hot, not as bright. Here we go. First down and 10, the 46. Gets the snap. Hands off to Pettis on the left side. He's swallowed up. Ball is on the ground. Loose ball. Who's coming up with it?
It's UConn. Oh,
wow.
My gosh. Another turnover that has just been the Achilles heel for this Pirates offense thus far is the turnovers.
5th turnover this half.
Yeah, they came in and stripped it out of Pettis' hands. Ball on the ground. 3 different UConn players were around it. They come up with it. Fumble recovery, and the ball is going back to this Miller's offense. Offense for UConn, they haven't scored a touchdown yet. The Pirates defense has been holding the line. They've been staying strong. They forced a field goal, but the one touchdown of the game was a pick 6. So The Pirates defense, they've showed up tonight.
UConn will get the ball back, have an opportunity to add on to their lead. Quarterback Danielson gets the snap. He's going to throw on the right side, out route to the receiver. I think he got the first down at 10. Nice little 10-yard catch on the out route.
Yep, number 12 on the catch. Cash Park, senior receiver for UConn. Nice little throw and catch to keep the chains moving. Out route to the sideline. High percentage pass and catch. Getting really close to being in the red zone now. Here's 15, Zealand Danielson, quarterback for the Millers, taking the snap.
He's going to fake the handoff. He has to run from pressure. He's running for his life. Throws it, and it's incomplete, and they're going to call a pass interference on Putnam City. The defensive back, the corner, I think he got tripped up or fell down, and he kind of took that UConn receiver with him. So what does that mean? You get called for the pass interference.
Yeah, clear and obvious pass interference right there on Putnam City. I'm looking at the play, and I'm like, that pass interference may have saved a touchdown.
Yeah.
Because he was falling to the turf. If he doesn't do what he does, then it could be an easy throw and catch and touchdown because nobody was behind them.
Well, and that's a great way to look at it. Sometimes penalties are better than, the latter,
Yeah,
which
exactly.
is, in that case was going to be a touchdown if he caught it in stride. So that penalty did prevent Yukon from scoring on that play, but it did put them in really good field position. They'll be 1st and 10 at the 13. So Danielson's getting the call from the coaching staff. On the Yukon Miller side, you got twin receivers left, one to the right on the far. Ball's on the far right hash. Danielson's in the pistol formation, and they're going to blow a whistle. I think a timeout on Putnam City.
Yep,
so
that's
Willis
exactly what it
Alexander
is.
is going to talk to his team and didn't feel like they were in the right formation to defend against that offense. So they utilize their timeout. 5:48 on the clock. Our Friday night high school football sponsors are SSM Health, OCCC, and Super Prep. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. Come right back here on OKC Sports Radio 105.3, streaming on PPBC TV.
Oklahoma is a free, voluntary statewide certification for businesses, communities, and schools that are working to improve the health of Oklahomans. Participants create healthier environments through policies and evidence-based practices and programs that improve nutrition, increase movement, manage stress, and create tobacco-free environments. If you believe your business, community, or school is making these efforts, visit oklahoma.gov/certifiedhealthy for more information.
All right, we are back, and Yukon's going to run a play offensively to Shelburne up the middle, and he's going to burst through there and have to fight off some defenders. He's finally brought down inside the 5. That's going to be a new set of downs for the Yukon Millers. 1st and goal from the 4.
No, I think they marked him a few inches short, so 2nd and inches.
Okay, all right.
Halfback draw play up the gut by Prince Shelburne, junior running back for the Millers.
Showing he's got pretty good balance, and he's able to twist and turn. And
a lot of traffic he ran through.
Same formation, 1H back to the right. Shelburne's the tailback. They're going to give it right back to him. He's going to try and scamper inside. He's chucking those legs, can't get into the end zone, but he is going to convert on the 1st down. So now it's going to be 1st and goal from, I believe, the 2.
Yeah.
And we've got an injured offensive lineman for Yukon. Went down rather quickly. Julian Jenkins, senior offensive lineman. And so the training staff is going to come out and analyze the injury and give another opportunity for Willis Alexander and his Putnam City defense to make a stop here and try and prevent Yukon from adding even more points to the board. They're up 10-0 right now. 4:53 left in the second quarter. Do stay tuned to our halftime show sponsored by Oklahoma City Community College. We'll give you some score updates from around the state. We'll talk about adjustments made by both teams. We'll provide a recap of what has happened here in the first half and talk expectations going into the second half, the third quarter. But we're still 4 minutes and 53 seconds away from that here on the game clock. Goal line defense here if you're Putnam City?
Oh, absolutely. And if I'm the Pirates defense, I'm coming in to make the tackle and punching that football. Try to force a turnover right here. Ball security has been an issue for both teams. Definitely trying to get that strip.
Yep, goal line offense here for the Millers of Yukon. Danielson waiting the snap, gets it, hands off to Shelburne. He's going to be tackled short of the end zone, right there at the 1.
Yep, good tackle on the play by that Pirates defense. First one in was number 56 for Putnam City, Dominique Bacon, junior D lineman for the Pirates.
That sounds like a defensive lineman's name.
It
Bacon.
sure does.
All right, second goal from the 1 for Yukon. Ball is snapped, gives it right back to Shelburne, and he gets smacked. But they're going to call the play dead. Not sure if it was a false start or encroachment. Referees are talking with one another, and now they're going to relay that information to us. What are you seeing out down there, Dylan? Okay, here we go. And it is encroachment on the Putnam City Pirate defense, so they'll move it a half a yard closer to the goal line. It will be a replay of second down.
Yep, so even better situation for this Yukon Millers offense. The offensive line really has to dig deep and win at the line of scrimmage if they want to get this touchdown on the board.
This is where you rely on those big boys up front. Who wants it more? Waiting on the snap. Ball's probably going to Shelburne. Nope, they're going to throw it. Quick slant over the middle, incomplete. Trying to find Daniel Yevitt on the left side.
Yep,
well covered by the Pirate defense.
Trying to fool the defense. You would assume the defense is thinking run with this situation. They tried to fool them and hit the TCU commit, but they could not connect. So now it's 3rd and short for this Millers offense on about the 1 yard line.
I mean, you can't let them get half a yard here. And you've got 2 tries to do it, Yukon.
Yep.
Here we go.
For Putnam City really has to dig deep right here.
Smash mouth football here at the goal line at Pirate Stadium. Ball is snapped. Zeeland Danielson is going to get into the end zone. He's going to keep it himself. Touchdown, Yukon up 16-0. Could be 17-0 pending an extra point, and they're going to send their extra point team out onto the field right now.
Nice quarterback run by Zeeland Danielson. Fake to the inside, then bounces it to the outside and finds the painted area for 6 points. First touchdown for this Millers offense. 16-0 is the score.
First touchdown for Zeeland Danielson.
As a Miller, yes indeed. Here's the kick.
It's up. It is good. 17-0 Yukon Millers. Here with the lead, 4 minutes, 4 seconds left in the second quarter. We'll take a quick timeout, come right back with more Friday Night Football, sponsored by SSM Health, OCCC, and Super Prep on OKC Sports Radio 105.3, streaming live on PPBC TV.
Experiencing bone or joint pain. So if there's something you've been wanting to do but your body's holding you back, it's time to take action. The orthopedic experts at SSM Health Bone and Joint Hospital help people find relief and get moving again. Don't wait any longer. Schedule an appointment. Call 405-218-2530. SSM Health Bone and Joint Hospital at St. Anthony. We're Saints in Action, helping you get back in action.
All right, we are back here live in full effect. 4 minutes, 4 seconds left in the second quarter. Yukon gets into the end zone on a quarterback sneak from Zeeland Danielson. They're going to deep onside to Putnam City, catches it, calls fair catch right around the 31-yard line. So Putnam City back on offense. Has it been 4 turnovers or 5? I think it's been at least 4.
At least 4.
We've
two
seen
fumbles,
2
two
and 2
interceptions.
All right, yeah. You
Good drive,
I mean,
but no points on the board.
Otherwise, this is a totally different game.
Completely different game. Ball security is the main issue for the Pirates offense. They got to clean it up. Still only down 17-0. Plenty of football left. The worst thing they can do is lose confidence.
Davion Simmons in a quarterback, gets a snap, hands off to Pettis up the middle. Ooh, I thought I saw a face mask. And he's still running.
Wow.
And he's finally brought down. Certainly looked like a face mask from our point of view.
Yeah, it looked like he got yanked backwards by the face mask. Referee
No flag, though.
does not see it from the sideline.
Significant gain, though. 7-yard carry.
Yeah, Pettis is a tough runner. Not afraid of contact.
Marcio Pettis, number 5 running back, working hard tonight here for Putnam City. Trips left, single receiver right, and there's some movement up front. Not sure who's it on.
Both sides moved. I don't know who moved first.
Usually that ends up being a false start.
We'll see if you're correct.
Looks to be the case. It is. False start on Putnam City.
Yep, you're right, my friend. So it's going to be 5 yards back for the Pirates to make it second and long now. It was second and very manageable. Now it's a second and long situation. We'll see if they decide to air it out or keep it on the ground.
Trips receivers left, one to the right. And quick timeout on Yukon. Coach Barnes didn't like what he saw. So he's going to have a meeting of the minds with his football team.
We've seen a lot of meetings of the minds in our day doing this commentating gig that we've been so blessed.
Finally feeling pretty good in terms of weather conditions. You know, it's been a tremendously hot summer. I know that that football teams across the state have been forced to be creative because there are heat restrictions for players and practices, and many have been practicing in the gym and indoors. If you're lucky enough to have an indoor facility, you've got to get creative in terms of your preparation, because when it's 109 outside, it's just not safe. And the OSSAA has rules in place, and every school abides by them. So, you know, the focus is for these athletes to stay safe as possible. And, you know, part of the mistakes we've seen, I think, is from, you know, lack of practice time, unfortunately. And some are better at others in terms of execution. Here's the snap. Simmons going to run to his left. He has some positive yards, but far from the first down marker.
Yukon's pointing the other direction like they got a fumble, and I think they got a fumble once again. Another turnover for the Pirates. My goodness.
That is turnover
like
number 5.
Solid 3-yard gain on the quarterback run, but it's another fumble. And the Millers look to try to take advantage of the situation. They got 2:58 left before halftime. Plenty of time to try to get this thing into the end zone once again.
3 fumbles, 2 interceptions by the Putnam City offense.
Brutal.
I can only imagine what the message to the team is at halftime if you're Willis Alexander.
Yeah, it's going to be an uncomfortable conversation.
Yeah. Twin receivers on each side, one running back. Shelburne to the left of Danielson. He drops back, has some time, throws. Far right side, one-on-one, has a man, incomplete. Just slightly overthrew it, put a little bit too much air underneath it. But a strong arm. I mean, Zeeland.
Yeah, he's slung it
has
deep down the field.
He can put the football wherever it needs to go.
Yep. Good defense by number 21 of Putnam City, Kenneth Young. He was there right by that receiver on the hip, and now it's going to be 2nd and 10.
Danielson calling out the play, gets the snap, hands off to Shelburne. He's going to try and bounce out the inside. Well, outside, but then spins inside and is brought down for about a 2-yard gain for Yukon. 2:40 left until halftime. They're in no hurry, being up 17-0 right now on Putnam City.
Yeah, but the clock is running, so they got 2:28 left before halftime. They're kind of in that situation where they want to milk it a little bit, but they don't want to not have enough time to finish this drive.
Right.
If they can.
You don't want to punt in any scenario here.
Yep.
H-back to the left, ball is snapped. Going to fake the handoff, throws out to the out route, complete. Missed tackle, first down, 20. Brought down at the 20. 1st and 10 for the Yukon Miller offense. The corner on the far left side missed the tackle, and the receiver was able to turn it upfield and get significant gain.
Yep. Number 9, Zayden Khalil, was the receiver with that catch. converts for the first down.
On the
Good
far
little
right
passing
hash,
catch. Zeeland.
left side,
Khalil.
twin receivers, single receiver to the right. Shelburne on the left side, ball is snapped. Daniel throws, has a floater, has a man, and he's caught it. Touchdown, Yukon.
Oh,
That's Daniel
my
Yevett.
goodness.
Scores again, this time on offense with a touchdown catch to go with his pick 6.
They said, we're just going to throw the ball up and give our best player a chance on it. Daniel Yevett climbs the ladder, goes up, and mosses the defender in the end zone for another touchdown. Great finish to that drive by the Millers right before halftime. Only a minute 35 left before the half.
Extra point going to be happening right now. Ball is snapped. Haxton with the kick. It's good. Yukon Millers up 24-0 on Putnam City. We'll take a quick commercial break and come back with Friday Night Football, sponsored by SSM Health, OCCC, and Super Prep on OKC Sports Radio 105.3, streaming live on PPBC TV. We'll be right back.
We understand the pivotal role financial support plays in transforming your business vision into reality. As your trusted community bank, we're committed to providing tailored business loan solutions to fuel your growth. Our team of financial experts stands ready to assist you with unwavering dedication. Visit us at 1541 Northeast 23rd Street or call 405-424-4341 to explore how we can best serve your financial needs. First Security Bank, your partner in progress, member FDIC.
All right, we are back here. Just a minute 35 left until halftime. Live on OKC Sports Radio 105.3. Deep onside kick to Putnam City. He's going to catch it, make a man miss, and then gets pushed out of bounds somewhere in close to the 40 on their own side of the field. Turnovers have been the issue for Putnam City. They've got 5 of them. 3 fundables, 2 interceptions. 1 was taken to the house for a touchdown by Yukon. They're up 24-0. How do you rebound here? How do you kind of let that go? Because you can't change the past. It's all about the next play.
Yeah, like you said, you can't afford to start feeling sorry for yourself and putting your head down and losing your confidence. You still got a whole half of football left to play. Now is not the time to throw the white towel in. You got to keep going. It's a long game. Crazy things can happen.
Ball is snapped. They're going to hand off to Pettis on the left side. We've got a new quarterback in for Putnam City, number 13, Terrell Jackson. 6'3", 150 pounds. So he's got some height to him. He's only a sophomore. Very little experience in varsity games. This is his first time. And so you put him out there in a difficult situation down 24-0.
Yeah, definitely a difficult situation. It's a sink or swim situation for the young sophomore.
Just take it
Terrell
one play
Jackson.
at a time.
That's all you can
young
do.
Man, here's Jackson with the snap. He's going to hand off to the running back. Positive yards up the middle. Mauricio Pettis has been successful running the football. It's the turnovers that have been the issue.
Yep. Now is really the time that you depend on that O-line to win. You got a young quarterback. You've had issues trying to pass the ball down the field. Stick to the running game. Rely on the O-line to win their battles up front. But then on the other side, Yukon probably knows that.
Kind of surprised they haven't given the football to Kamai Herrera either. Wondering if there's some injury issues there. Hands off to Pettis. Has the first down and still on his feet as he gets into Yukon territory. They're going to bring him down at the 45.
Yeah, only 8 seconds left now before halftime after that run by Pettis.
Do they have any timeouts left?
I think they're just going to take it at halftime.
Yeah.
24-0 is your score. The Yukon Millers are on top of the Putnam City Pirates here at Pirate Stadium, Week 0 football.
Yeah, that's a score I didn't anticipate. Also didn't anticipate the 5 turnovers. Yukon also committed some turnovers. They had 2 turnovers, so 7 total turnovers in the first half. 5 from Putnam City, 2 from Yukon. Whoever tends to make the less mistakes tends to get the better end of the scoreboard, and right now that's what we're seeing, 24-0. So, you know, that's going to be interesting with the recap here at halftime, sponsored by OCCC. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll come back and recap what we've just witnessed. It's been a crazy start to the football season here at Week 0 at Pirate Stadium. We'll also talk changes, you know, that must be made by Putnam City going into the second half and what kind of adjustments they've got going. We'll also update you on some scores across the state. So stick with us. This is PPBC TV on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 KIMB. We'll be right back.
It's that David Stanley sells Mitsubishis. But did you know they have Highline Premium Pre-Owned vehicles too? Owner Dave Patel is cutting royal deals. And we're talking luxury. It's time to upgrade. Get out that old ride slide to David Stanley and pull off in a Mustang. Or a Beamer, Benz, Lexus, or Range Rover. David Stanley luxury line. This time the game's over. You got big dreams? Turn them to reality with Highline rides without that Highline salary. Payments from $500 to $600 a month. Just show your income and then some, and they'll put you in one. Porsches and Teslas, Jeep, Wrangler, and Hummer. Dave Patel will get you right before the end of the summer. F-150 for off-road, Corvette for the zooming, or sit up high in the Escalade like Lando booming. Take advantage while you can. Approval rating this boss. Mention Scott Wright and get an extra $1,000 off. Drive away with a story you can save and tell. David Stanley Mitsubishi, ask for Dave Patel. David Stanley Mitsubishi, 601 West I-240 in Walker.
Life doesn't wait when you're experiencing bone or joint pain. So if there's something you've been wanting to do but your body's holding you back, it's time to take action. The orthopedic experts at SSM Health Bone and Joint Hospital help people find relief and get moving again. Don't wait any longer. Schedule an appointment. Call 405-218-2530. SSM Health Bone and Joint Hospital at St. Anthony. We're Saints in Action, helping you get back in action.
Do you have college hours but haven't obtained your college degree? Finish the process and get your degree at Oklahoma City Community College. OCCC with Reach Higher specializes in giving you that second chance to finish your degree while keeping your normal routine. Maintain your normal work hours and still have time for your family. Oklahoma City Community College offers online and on-campus class options that can accommodate your schedule. Learn more by going online at occc.edu. That's occc.edu for Oklahoma City Community College.
Who's next up? If your middle school team has game, then register them today in the Super Prep Rising Star Middle School Basketball Tournament. We're inviting school teams and AAU programs, boys and girls, 11U through 14U, from across the reach to compete for his who will become the first Super Prep Rising Star Middle School Tournament champion. Will be your team. Register today. Finds are taking place December 5th and 6th at the TB Fitness Club in OKC. Register online at OKCSportsRadio.com. That's OKCSportsRadio.com or call 572-522-3569 to compete in the first ever Super Prep Rising Star Middle School Tournament, powered by OKC Sports Radio 105.3.
T-Mobile is launching something no other wireless network offers. Introducing Nothing. Pay nothing today and walk out of the store with a new phone.
What did he say?
Nothing.
You definitely said something about nothing.
Exactly. Go to T-Mobile, pay nothing up front, and leave with a new phone.
Wait, nothing rules.
She gets it.
Hey, thanks for nothing.
For the first time ever, switch to T-Mobile, pay nothing. No taxes, no fees, no money down. And walk out with a new phone. There are 250 reasons to choose T-Mobile, and now nothing is holding you back. On eligible devices with qualifying credit plan and 36-month finance agreement.
Get set. Time for OKC Sports Radio Sports Update.
Do you want to know who's really running college sports? It's federal judges. That is who is running college sports. Nowadays, if a college player, a program, or a league doesn't like the NCAA ruling, they just have to find a judge who will rule in their favor. OU linebacker Owen Heineke was getting railroaded by the NCAA over another year of eligibility, over 20 minutes of playing time in the first 3 games of a lacrosse season at Ohio State his freshman year. So OU found a judge in Norman that said the NCAA was ridiculous and granted Heineke another year of eligibility. The OU men's basketball team's ecstatic over the recent signings of shooting guard B.J. Edwards of SMU and center Duke Brennan of Villanova, 2 experienced college basketball players who have excelled at the D1 level. Edwards was part of the 15-player lawsuit that won a case against the NCAA in Tennessee for players from the class of 2022 to be included in the NCAA's recent edition of the 5 years to play 5 rule. Then the NCAA won an appeal saying those players that graduated in 2022 would not be eligible to play. Then last night in Dallas, some 100 players won a judgment that said the NCAA or SEC or Big Ten could not keep those players from 2022 from playing, or they cannot punish the schools, coaches, or players if they do play. So if you don't like something in college sports, just find a judge that you like that can change the rules. For the OKC Sports Radio Sports Update, I'm James Hale.
My name is Lorenzo Azar Banks, also known as your friendly neighborhood superhero lawyer here in Oklahoma. And I've joined forces with the Law Cowboys, lawyers who believe the same way about the community as I do. We believe in protecting the community, and car wrecks happen every day on our streets. When someone gets hurt, we help them stand back up because this community matters most to us. So if you've been hurt in a car wreck and you want the money that you need and deserve, call the Law Cowboys for a free consultation. Call 405-500-4000 or visit us at lawcowboys.com. And remember, if you don't get paid, we don't get paid. It's one of the many ways that we help this community.
Rodeo season is almost over, it ain't done yet. Presidential THC, David Stanley, Mitsubishi, Perry Publishing and Broadcasting present the Red Dirt Rodeo Championship Edition. That's right, baby, it's the Red Dirt Fall Rodeo Championship Edition, featuring Black and Hispanic, Native American, putting it down in the dirt. See who will win the 100% Bell Bonds Pony Express Tournament, and your favorite rodeo events including the Mutton Bussin', and oh yeah, performing live with that smash hit single, Country Girls Walk. It's night.
All country girls walk like this, like this, like this. Country girls walk like this, like this.
Also
like
live
this.
DJ Bat featuring Power 103.5 and OKC Heart and Soul 92.1 and 1140. Danny Gold and Lando Boomin'. And from Augusta, Georgia, DJ Sellis. And they'll all be mixing it up live. And hold up, cause you know we gotta call all the line dance group. And all come get ready to put those boots in the dirt. Saturday, October 24th at the OG&E Coliseum in OKC. Sometime at 7 p.m. Experience the Red Dirt Rodeo. And get your tickets now at okstatefair.com. That's okstatefair.com. Or call 405-948-6800. 405-948-6800. OKC State Fairground, Hopkins Haircut, Suites on Northeast and 23rd. Alchemy Meat, Power 103.5 and OKC Heart and Soul 92.1 and 1140 Studio. Also brought to you by Oklahoma Law Cowboy, 100% bail bond, and Tinker Federal Credit Union. The biggest event to hit the scene. Live in OKC, Oklahoma. Get ready. Red Dirt Rodeo. Saturday, October 24th at the OG&E Coliseum in OKC, 7 p.m. This is an event you don't want to miss.
Tickets start at just $10, not including service charges.
Hello, Oklahoma. It's Nathan Holmes. You know, there are imitators and then there are originators. I am the originators, and I still believe, y'all, if you're going to be successful in anything in this life, you need to be devoted. I'm devoted to 3 M's in my life. I'm devoted to my marriage, I'm devoted to my ministry, and I'm devoted to my mission. And my mission is to help everyone get into a vehicle, no matter what your credit situation may be. If it's bad credit, no problem, we can help. If it's bankruptcy, no problem, we can help. If you've been slow with your pay, no problem, we can help. The only reason you will not get in a new car at Volkswagen OKC is you do not come to Volkswagen OKC. So come on and see me, guys, and let's get you into a new car. Our address is 4710 Northwest 39th Street. Again, that's 4710 Northwest 39th Street. And you can call me 405-836-7595. Again, it's 405-836-7595. God bless you.
Are you drowning in IRS tax debt?
With Civic Tax Relief, they were able to save me upwards of $80,000 that I would have had to pay had I not reached out to them.
Get ready for a toll-free hotline. Take advantage of new IRS tax forgiveness programs that may protect you from IRS collection agencies.
I owe the IRS $37,000.
They have the power to garnish your wages, put liens on your property, and levy your bank account. Civic Tax Relief can help protect you from the IRS.
Civic Tax Relief basically represented me against the IRS. By the time everything was completed, I didn't owe the IRS anything.
Find out about the Fresh Start program that is now available through Civic Tax Relief. Civic Tax Relief's special tax hotline can help you discover all the relief programs available for free.
I would recommend anyone who has a tax problem to contact Civic Tax Relief.
Just call 800-285-3500, 800-285-3500. Don't wait. Call now. 800-285-3500, 800-285-3500.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement. Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like head administrator for a state-of-the-art surgical center.
What can I do for you, Doc? We need to talk about the lights. Ah, the mood lighting, relaxing, right? Much better than those old hospital vibes. A hospital's supposed to have hospital vibes. You seem tense. Let's dim the lights a bit.
This is the time for sponsored jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
See website for details. Bills Happen is not a lender and does not make credit decisions. Hey, bills happen. So when you need extra cash fast, go to BillsHappen.com. Have you been turned down? Are your credit cards maxed out? Do you have bad credit? Go to BillsHappen.com. All you need is a job and a checking account. You can find a lender and get up to $5,000 cash as early as tomorrow at BillsHappen.com. BillsHappen.com is the smart way to get a personal lender now. So if you need extra money for car repairs, medical bills, family emergencies, whatever you need cash for, go to BillsHappen.com and you can get the money you need as soon as the next day, up to $5,000. At BillsHappen.com, our process is safe, secure, and all online. No one to deal with in person, and Bills Happen does not charge you any fees to use our service. It's easy. When you need a lender, just remember, when bills happen, go to BillsHappen.com. BillsHappen.com for the cash you need now. BillsHappen.com.
Life is full of tough choices, but switching and potentially saving hundreds when you bundle home and auto insurance with Progressive isn't one of them. Not like choosing a vacuum, which, sounds simple enough until 3 weeks later when you're joining vacuum forums and pouring through countless articles. Pretty soon you're making full-on spreadsheets, sifting through thousands of online reviews and saying things like cordless runtime in your everyday conversations. At least bundling home and auto with Progressive is an easy choice. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
The State Fair Classic, presented by Chevrolet, is back Saturday, September 26th. The legendary Cotton Bowl in Dallas. The GSU Tigers battle the PV Panthers. Then at 3:30 on the Chevrolet main stage. And the air conditioning. Get ready for country swag from America's Got Talent. Steve Ray Latson, Pink Beard, and the Boykins. At 8:45, a special performance by R&B superstar Jadon. Tickets at Ticketmaster, For Sale, KJMZ Radio. King of Cuts Barbershop and Adventure Travel, sponsored by Chevrolet, Aiken Law Firm, and Pepsi.
Oh, sweetie, after all the dreams the family had, this shouldn't have happened to your baby. I know, Mom, but what can we do now? We can call the law offices of Jeff Martin and Hanson Durrani. They help families like ours fighting for justice for birth injuries. But what if we can't afford a lawyer? Honey, with them, if there's no recovery, there's no fee. They're here to help us rebuild our dreams.
Call the law offices of Jeff Martin and Hanson Durrani today. 918-728-8818. 918-728-8888.
At First Security Bank, we understand the pivotal role financial support plays in transforming your business vision into reality. As your trusted community bank, we're committed to providing tailored business loan solutions to fuel your growth. Our team of financial experts stands ready to assist you with unwavering dedication. Visit us at 1541 Northeast 23rd Street or call 405-424-4341 to explore how we can best serve your financial needs. First Security Bank, your partner in progress, member FDIC.
You've got a big day, so you use Unstoppable Scent Boosters to give your laundry non-stop freshness. So no matter how long the day goes, you
Can't stop this power, this walk, this pose, this strut, this look, this talk.
your clothes will be so fresh you can confidently strut into that end of the day meeting like a
Boss, 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 bosses. Let's talk business in my office.
Add new Unstoppables beads to your wash for 24-hour non-stop freshness so you can smell unstoppable.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Life doesn't wait when you're experiencing bone or joint pain. So if there's something you've been wanting to do but your body's holding you back, it's time to take action. The orthopedic experts at SSM Health Bone and Joint Hospital help people find relief and get moving again. Don't wait any longer. Schedule an appointment. Call 405-218-2530. SSM Health Bone and Joint Hospital at St. Anthony. We're Saints in Action, helping you get back in action.
It's obvious that David Stanley sells Mitsubishis, but did you know they have Highline Premium Pre-Owned vehicles too? Owner Dave Patel is cutting royal deals, and we're talking luxury. It's time to upgrade. Get out that old ride slide to David Stanley and pull off in a Mustang. Or a Beamer, Benz, Lexus, or Range Rover. David Stanley luxury line. This time the game's over. You got big dreams? Turn them to reality with Highline rides without that Highline salary. Payments from $500 to $600 a month. Just show your income and then some, and they'll put you in one. Porsches and Teslas, Jeep, Wrangler, and Hummer. Dave Patel will get you right before the end of the summer. F-150 for off-road, Corvette for the zooming, or sit up high in the Escalade like Lando booming. Take advantage while you can. Approval rating is boss. Mention Scott Wright and get an extra $1,000 off. Drive away with a story you can save and tell. David Stanley Mitsubishi. Ask for Dave Patel. David Stanley Mitsubishi, 601 West I-240 in Walker.
Hello, Oklahoma. It's Nathan Holmes. You know, there are imitators and then there are originators. I am the originators, and I still believe, y'all, if you're going to be successful in anything in this life, you need to be devoted. I'm devoted to 3 M's in my life. I'm devoted to my marriage, I'm devoted to my ministry, and I'm devoted to my mission. And my mission is to help everyone get into a vehicle, no matter what your credit situation may be. If it's bad credit, no problem, we can help. If it's bankruptcy, no problem, we can help. If you've been slow with your pay, no problem, we can help. The only reason you will not get in a new car at Volkswagen OKC is you do not come to Volkswagen OKC. So come on and see me, guys, and let's get you into a new car. Our address is 4710 Northwest 39th Street. Again, that's 4710 Northwest 39th Street. And you can call me 405-836-7595. Again, it's 405-836-7595. God bless you.
Welcome back to Friday Night Football here on OKC Sports Radio 105.3. Streaming live on PPBC TV. Sponsored by SSM Health, OCCC, and Super Prep. Our score here at halftime. And Pirate Stadium is 24-0. The Yukon Millers are up 24-0 on the Putnam City Pirates. Turnovers have been the main reason for Putnam City's failures in the first half, but there's always this, always the second half. They're just in a deep hole right now, and they're going to have to try and dig themselves out. Yukon also had 2 turnovers themselves, but they were able to get the pick 6. They also had the quarterback sneak. You also had the touchdown pass to Yebit in the corner in the end zone. They've just made far less mistakes tonight than Putnam City has. It's game number 1. Week 0, we anticipated mistakes to be made, but not quite as many, or not as significant. So we have seen some penalties by both teams in terms of encroachment, a couple false starts, but the issue has been the turnovers that Putnam City has to fix going forward if they want to get back in this ballgame.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct on that. What the big difference, in my opinion, is because both teams have committed turnovers, but Yukon has been able to capitalize on those turnovers. And Putnam City has not been able to capitalize on the turnovers that Yukon has committed. If they would have, we're looking at a lot closer of a ball game.
Right.
It just has been tough for them offensively as far as finishing the drives, finishing the job.
They've been in the red zone a handful of times.
Multiple times. Looked like they were going to get some points on the board, and then boom, interception. Boom, pick 6. They just got to clean that up, try to keep chipping away because they have a solid defense. If the defense can stay strong and the offense of the Pirates can get something going, this game is far from over.
Right, and you mentioned the interception. Putnam City's got to hold on to the football.
Yeah, ball security.
Yeah, and they've shown that they can move the football effectively on the ground. Like the rushing game is pretty decent.
Solid.
It's just, unfortunately, the turnover. So you got to go back to what you do well, and I do think we'll see a heavy dose of run. And if you can get Yukon to kind of buy into that, I could see a play-action fake and go deep and utilize some of the speed that you have on the outside. Some other scores around the state, Dylan. What you got in Class 6A?
All right, Class 6A. Mustang is on top of Choctaw 17-0.
All right, yeah, the Broncos got a good team this year.
Yep, Norman North is on top of Norman 17-3.
All right, a little bedlam action there in Norman. Okay.
Yep,
Norman
Edmond Memorial is on top of Piedmont 22-15. Close ball
very
game.
Good. Yeah, the Bulldogs are up. It's good.
Really good game in Tulsa. Bixby is up 21-14 on Owasso.
Oh, only a
closer
7-point lead for the Spartans of Bixby there.
A lot closer of a game than I expected.
All right, okay.
Deer Creek is up 21-7 over Sand Springs.
Okay. That's impressive. Sand Springs is supposed to be pretty good this year at 6A.
They won state in 6A2 last year.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So that is the big 6A. We're going to go check some scores in 6A2 now. Ooh. Bishop McGuinness is beating Putnam City North 66-0.
All right. Well, the Irish, they've got a really good.
It's their lucky day, it sounds like.
Right.
Lawton is on top of their in-town rival, Lawton Eisenhower, 34-0. PC West is on top of Capitol Hill, 37-0.
I saw Heritage Hall is up 18-15. On Shiloh Christian. Shiloh Christian's a team out of Arkansas that won the 6A state championship and then moved up to 7A in Arkansas.
Oh, wow.
And 3A in Oklahoma, Heritage Hall goes up there and had a 3-point lead at half. So
that's big.
Yeah, that's big stuff. 2 really good programs.
No
All right,
doubt about it.
Putnam City's going to get the ball to start this second half here in the third quarter. Tell you what, if you really want to show face and make a statement, you get down the field, you score. And you cut this thing down to 17.
Yeah, really curious to see what quarterback Putnam City starts the second half with, because they made a substitution for their last possession on offense with Terrell Jackson at quarterback, only a sophomore. I'm anxious to see if they're going to give Davion Simmons another chance or just give it all up to Jackson?
Yeah, I think this is going to be interesting. Sometimes, if Davion Simmons in his first start this season, obviously the first game of the season, sometimes taking a series off and just recollecting your thoughts and getting your mind right can do you some good going forward. And it looks like, let's see, the offense is going to huddle up right there on the right side of the field.
It's going to be Simmons back at quarterback. I think that's the right move by Coach Alexander. Going to trust his guy, give him another opportunity to do something positive.
Yeah, key to quarterback is having short-term memory, man. You got to let the bad plays go. And guess what? You got to make the good plays go, too. It's all about the next play. What can I control from this point forward? It's a great opportunity here for Putnam City, and what a story it would be if they came back in the second half, down 24-0, come back to win this game.
Anything's possible. That's why you play the game.
Trips right, one left, hands off to the running back. He gets hit, bounces off one, but it can't bounce off the other Yukon Miller linebacker.
Braden Holiday, the senior linebacker for the Millers, on the tackle.
Yeah, they've got some good senior linebackers. Braden Holiday and then number 5, Connor Cannon. I've been making quite a few plays here defensively for Yukon. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10, trips right. One receiver left. Here's the snap. He's going to hand off to the running back. Up the middle, has some room to run. And gets the first down. Nice 15-yard scamper.
Yeah, that's Pettis.
Marcio Pettis.
Right
the run.
Up the gut. Great decision on that read option to give it to the running back. Saw the crease up the middle. 1st and 10.
Got some rhythm here. 4 receivers set again. 3 to the right side. Tried to draw him off sides. Was unsuccessful. They'll change the play. Switch up the protection here for Putnam City. Love to get a touchdown on this possession. Ball is snapped. Hands off to Pettis on the left side, bounces it out, gets to the 40, and it pushed out of bounds on the 42-yard line.
Solid 6 or 7 yard gain. Another run to Pettis. This time bounces it to the outside.
2nd and 3 for the Pirates, getting positive yards, making their way. Just got to keep holding on to the football and keep churning those legs. Here we go. Twin receivers on each side. Stack on the left. Ball is snapped. Hands off to Pettis again. Can't really find any room to run. I think that's going to be a 1-yard loss.
Yep. The Millers sniffed that run out this time. Big number 56 came in there to clean up the play. That's Davion Smith, senior D tackle for this Millers defense.
Yeah, he's a big old boy. He eats his Wheaties every morning, I can promise you that. Twin receivers again on right and left side. Got to make sure that outside receiver's off the ball. Pettis again, the running back behind Simmons. Hands off to Pettis. He's going to try and wiggle his way upfield.
It's going to be close.
I think he got it.
Referee on the far side is calling him a little bit short.
Oh, goodness.
Looks like it's going to be 4th and about 1 yard to go.
I mean, why not here? You're down 24-0. You've got to make a business decision. Plus, you've had some success rushing the football. My
Huge
fear
play
is
right here
Yukon
for Putnam City.
Knows they're going to probably run the football here and stack the line of scrimmage and put an inside blitz in. Here we go. Quarterback under center. Ball is snapped. Quarterback keeper, but there is a flag on the play. Is it a false start? Is it encroachment? Referees are going to talk about it.
My boy Trenton Stamps, the white hat for tonight's game, got the call from his official.
And the Putnam City side is celebrating here. It is a 1st down.
Huge win right there for the Pirates. They needed that break really badly.
It was encroachment on Yukon. New set of downs for the Putnam City Pirates. Twin receivers right and left. Pettis, the running back, lined up directly behind Davion Simmons, the quarterback for Putnam City. Ball is snapped, drops back. Quick throw on a comeback route, complete. Josiah Chester on the left side of the field for a short gain.
I like that pass and
4-yard pass and catch.
Just a high percentage pass and catch, easy comeback route. Chester with the good hands. Makes it 2nd and 5.
Well, they haven't given up the run, the passing game. I think you've got to do something to get Davion back in rhythm here.
Yeah,
Ball is snapped. Hands off to Pett. No, he's going to keep it himself in the run on the left side. Gets tackled at the 40. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a 1st down and 10 for the Putnam City Pirates.
Another read option. And the quarterback, Simmons, pulls it, keeps it himself, bounces to the outside, gets the 1st down for the Putnam City Pirates. The chains are moving. This is a nice drive.
And makes the right read. Had he handed off to Pettis, it probably would have been a loss in the backfield, but he kept it himself and got the chains moving.
Yep, a lot of success.
1st and 10 in Yukon territory. Trips right, one receiver left. Ball is snapped. Quarterback drops back, sets his feet, throws over the middle, incomplete, just a little bit low. Tried to hit the receiver on a quick slant on the right side.
Yep, I like the play call, just couldn't quite connect. He was trying to get it to Jeremiah Kirk, but they could not connect on that quick slant route. So it will remain 10 yards to go. It's now 2nd down for the Pirates offense. I like that they haven't fully gone away from the passing game because you have to make that defense respect you running and passing.
Right. Twin receivers right and left. Pettis is the running back. Simmons gets the snap. Hands off to Pettis. Can escape Connor Kenyon, number 5, linebacker for Yukon, who makes the tackle. I think he got back to the line of scrimmage, but he didn't get much positive yards, if any, on that play.
Yeah. Connor Cannon, he's just a ball hawk. He has been running sideline to sideline, making tons of tackles on tonight's game. Definitely got a future playing football somewhere.
Yeah, they're actually going to credit him for a 1-yard loss. Here we go. Trips right, single receiver left, pistol formation. Simmons calling out the play. Backs up, has some time. Throws to the flats to Pettis on the left side. He bursts up field for a short gain. Maybe a short gain, maybe back to the original line of scrimmage. It's kind of hard to see from our angle.
Well,
Not
Simmons,
very much. Yeah, he's going to get credited for 2 yards. So it's going to be 4th down and 9. And the offense is going to stay out onto the field in pistol formation. 3 receivers right, single receiver left. You got to get 9 to continue the drive. And they got him to jump, so there's a free 5 courtesy of the Yukon Millers.
Yep, that DN closest to us jumped encroachment on the defense.
That's the 3rd, maybe the 4th encroachment penalty for Yukon. So
Simmons doing a good job using that hard count. So it's going to be way more manageable now on this 4th down play. We'll see if they decide to throw or keep it on the ground.
7.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Yukon's up 24-0, but Putnam City is driving. Waiting on the snap. Gets it. Kind of bobbles it, but looking to throw. Escapes the tackle. Runs to the left side. He's going to keep it. Misses. Makes another man miss, but then gets brought down short of the line of scrimmage. That's solid.
A turnover on downs.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I
was going to say that's a solid 8-yard run, but they needed 9.
Yeah, that's tough right there. I thought he may have been able to make that guy miss and get to the chains, but
he
not able to, and another turnover on downs for Putnam City.
He made a few defenders miss, but
not the last one.
Not the last one. So the Pirate defense will be out there, and here come the Yukon Millers offense. On the far right hash, Zeeland Danielson, the junior quarterback for the Yukon Millers. He's a transfer from the state of Alabama. Has won this starting position, and he's going to keep it himself. Scurries in and out, wiggling in and out, and is finally brought down. Not an easy tackle to make for Zeeland Danielson, is showing why Coach Brent Barnes said he was a dual-threat quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, that was not an easy run whatsoever. He had to make multiple players miss just to get a hard 5 yards. Tough player right there. Zeeland Danielson. Makes you wonder how they go out and find these guys, especially guys out of state. Like, where's the connection? Curious.
Here we go, 2nd down and 3. Running back in motion. Ball is snapped. Ball's fumbled, but then picked up Danielson's going to throw in an out route and completes it on the right side to number 12, Landon Carter. Wow, he just didn't catch the snap, and then it jumped around on the turf for a minute. He was able to pick it up, run to the right a little bit, and let it go, and found Carter on the right side for 1st and 10. What a play by Danielson.
Yeah, and great job by Landon Carter not giving up on the play, seeing that his quarterback was in a little bit of trouble and just runs to the sideline, makes the catch to get a 1st down.
Here we go. 4 receivers set, 3 on the left side, 1 on the right. Pistol formation. Shelburne steps up, ball is snapped, he drops back. Danielson over the middle, has a man caught. Over the middle, 5, touchdown. What a dart. An absolute dart of a pass right on the money. Hit the receiver in stride to score again. They're up 30-0 here in the third quarter. Could be 31 pending an extra point.
Yeah, phenomenal deep post route by number 9, Zayden Khalil. Great ball by Danielson. Beautiful play call right there. Another touchdown for this Yukon Millers offense. They're firing on all cylinders right now.
Yeah, it was a very well-executed play, but it started up front because Danielson had all day.
He sure did.
And we got a fake. Left side, throw it in the corner, and it's incomplete. So the 2-point attempt is no good. The score will remain 30-0 with just under 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. You're listening to Friday Night High School Football, sponsored by SSM Health, OCCC, and Super Prep on OKC Sports Radio 105.3. Streaming live on PPBC TV. We'll take a 30-second commercial break, come back, see how the Putnam City offense can react. Stay with us.
Do you have college hours but haven't obtained your college degree? Finish the process and get your degree at Oklahoma City Community College. OCCC with Reach Higher specializes in giving you that second chance to finish your degree while keeping your normal routine. Maintain your normal work hours and still have time for your family. Oklahoma City Community College offers online and on-campus class options that can accommodate your schedule. Learn more by going online at occc.edu. That's occc.edu for Oklahoma City Community College.
All right, we are back here live in full effect, live from Pirates Stadium. The score is Yukon 30, Putnam City 0. Tale of two halves, really. It was the 5 turnovers in the first half by Putnam City that it really put them in a really tough position. Yukon was able to play some pretty good defense the first series here in the second half. Got the ball back and threw a nice touchdown pass over the middle from Zeeland Danielson.
Yeah, Zayden Khalil was who caught that post route over the middle. Great throw and catch. They got a nice 30-0 lead. Putnam City, they just got to keep churning. It's hard to overcome 5 turnovers. It really and truly is.
Well, and, these are high school kids. Yeah. It's hard not to get down on yourself.
And it's game 1, week 0. This is kind of a fill-out game for both teams, non-district game, so it doesn't count as far as playoffs or anything. 2 different classes, one big 6A, one small 6A.
Ball is snapped. He's going to counter. Cuts back to Pettis. Get positive rushing yards. That's a carry for, I believe, 6. No. Yeah, it's going to be 2nd down and 4 for the Putnam City Pirates, who found some success. They found some rhythm running with the football. They've just had a few cases of the fumblies and the interceptions.
Yep. Pettis has been the best player on this Pirates offense tonight. Right. He has had a great game. Just a tough runner. Strong kid.
Here we go. Twins right. 1 receiver left. H-back. Ball is snapped. Hands off to Pettis, and he is met in the backfield by that linebacker who came off the edge. I think that was Braden Holiday.
It sure was. Number 0, one of the captains for this Millers team, came flying in there. First contact was by him. His teammates met him in the backfield, cleaned it up to make it a loss on the play.
All right, getting the call from offensive coordinator. Again, twin receivers right. The ball's on the left hash. Got another outside receiver on the short side of the field. He's on the line of scrimmage. Simmons waiting on the snap, gets it, drops back, has some time. He's going for the big play, and incomplete. Josiah Chester couldn't quite get around enough to catch the football. He tried to one-hand it, but it was a little high, so incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down and 5. What do you do here?
I think you got to punt it in this situation. You're down 30-0. It's been a tough outing for your offense, and I think that's exactly what's going to happen. It's number 37 is going to come out for the punt.
Raimundo Medina.
Only a junior for this Pirates team. They've really tried to hit Chester on that fade route, just haven't been able to connect with him and Simmons tonight.
Yeah, well, Neal's done a really good job for Yukon. It's going to bounce into the arms of a Yukon punt returner, and he's going to get tackled for negative yards. He didn't get any positive yards. Well defended play by the Putnam City punt team. And number 9 over there, Cadence Cochran. Getting up slowly just a little bit. He's going to run off to the sideline and get looked at. Kind of got pulled down wrong while he was making the tackle. All right, UConn's offense is going to come back out and have another opportunity to make some plays.
Yeah, they've had a pretty good game. They started out a little sluggish, a little sloppy, but they've been able to clean it up and really settle into this game and start finding their groove, and the scoreboard shows that. Their first touchdown was a pick six, and then the offense finally got going because it's not an easy task to score on this Pirates defense. But they really start finding their flow, went to their bread and butter, and then right when Putnam City thinks it's going to be a run, they fire one deep down the field, and it's Khalil that had that last touchdown for the Millers.
Yeah, I'm expecting a little bit more of a load with Prince Shelburne. I think he's going to be somebody that's going to be toting the rock here because they've got a significant lead and they'd love to get this clock ticking away.
Yep, I hear you.
The best way to do that is by running the football effectively. Again, Prince Shelburne is a guy that you can trust. He had over 200 yards rushing against Westmore last year with 2 touchdowns. Ball is snapped. They're going to hand it off to Shelburne on the left side. He cuts back inside, makes one man miss, a second man miss. Now he's going to stiff on a guy. It still never got brought down. It's pushed out of bounds. Strong running by Prince Shelburne, the junior running back for Yukon.
You said it. You said that it was going to be a heavy dose of Prince Shelburne. They go right to him. He makes the defense pay, breaks 2 tackles, and gets the first down and 10 for the Millers.
Here we go. Ball on their own 43-yard line. Danielson, quarterback, gets the snap, hands it off to Shelburne again, trying to make his way through, but might get credit for 1 yard, but the Putnam City defensive line played pretty strong right there, and I think we've got an offensive tackle or an offensive lineman that's a little banged up.
Yeah, that's an old lineman
down there
for Yukon.
Sometimes things can get a little wiry down there when you in the trenches. It's not for the faint of heart.
It sure isn't. That's why we depend on people like our sponsors, SSM Health.
That's right. Yep. You know? We appreciate everything they do as far as sponsoring our broadcasts, but they also do much, much more than that, and that is look out for the well-being for high school athletes. They have a great team of physicians to help heal their players from their injuries and get them back into the game 100%. SSM Health Hospitals, we thank you for sponsoring our high school football broadcast. Stay tuned for our post game. Still got the rest of this quarter and the fourth quarter to go, but Super Prep will be our player of the game sponsor. Super Prep's a premier sports outlet featuring the very best in high school and college and even professional athletics in the city, state, and nation. Super Prep can be found on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 and on social media at Super Prep OK. The Super Prep president, Miles Perry, does a great job covering sports across the state of Oklahoma. He's got a great team of insiders that do the same thing. And let's see what Yukon can do here on this 2nd down and 10. Ball is snapped, kind of dribbled, but picks it up. He's going to throw over the middle again off the hands of the free safety. They're going to call a flag. And the Putnam City sideline is anticipating pass interference, and they're booing because of it. He was trying to find Keandre Huffman. Keandre Huffman was the guy who tipped the pass. Was there an interception before that?
Yeah, there may be a slightly early contact, not much. It's such a bang-bang play. It's really difficult for those referees to call it, but I think you're right. It's going to be a pass interference and a 1st and 10 now for the Yukon Millers offense. Yeah, that's a 15-yard. Tested the DBs and were able to get that penalty. So now, free 1st down and 10 for the Millers, and they are now in Pirates territory.
All right, twin receivers to the wide side of the field, one to the short. Got an H-back. Shelburne's the running back. Ball is snapped. Hands off to Shelburne. Cuts back inside. Gets good burst into the 2nd level of defense, but is eventually brought down by a linebacker. I believe that's going to be a 5-yard gain for the Yukon Millers, trying to add on to their lead here tonight at Pirates Stadium.
Yep, nice tough run in between the tackles right through the A-gap. Prince is able to get 5 yards, make it 2nd and 5. I imagine he'll get the ball once again.
Ball snapped. He's dropped back, has some time. On a wheel route to the running back on the far left side. That is a touchdown to number 3, Prince Shelburne. Ran a great route, and it was a great throw.
What a great play call. The defense is definitely thinking run, and then they find the running back out of the backfield on that wheel route. Great hands by Prince Shelburne, great ball by Danielson, and then Shelburne just shows off his speed and walks into the end zone for 6.
And added insult to the injury on that. Man, 36-0. Could it be 37? Let's see what Jonathan Haxton, the kicker for Yukon, can do here. Waiting on the snap. Gets it. And it's up. It is good. 37-0. Yukon currently on top. The Putnam City Pirates. Let's take a quick commercial break. We'll come back. More 2nd half action here under the Friday night lights on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 KMB.
You're experiencing bone or joint pain. So if there's something you've been wanting to do but your body's holding you back, it's time to take action. The orthopedic experts at SSM Health Bone and Joint Hospital help people find relief and get moving again. Don't wait any longer. Schedule an appointment. Call 405-218-2530. SSM Health Bone and Joint Hospital at St. Anthony. We're Saints in Action, helping you get back in action.
We are back here in the 3rd quarter. 3 minutes, 4 seconds left. Yukon has increased their lead over Putnam City, 30-7-0. Now they're going to kick the football back to Putnam City. Really good kick by Haxton on the back of the end zone. I mean, that's a college-level kick right there.
He's got a very strong leg. I mean,
Goodness
he made
gracious.
Pretty long field goal to start this game to give it a 3-0 lead early on. Paxton's a good player.
Yeah,
no doubt about that.
That's right. That's right. It has been a really good day.
Terrell Jackson time. Give the sophomore quarterback
a chance. Well,
let him get some
not quite yet,
reps.
according to Coach Alexander. He's going to ride with Davion Simmons. You know, sometimes you just gotta
roll the dice.
Learn from your mistakes. You know what I mean? Get out there and just keep competing, and you've got to teach these quarterbacks to let go of whatever play was before, whether it was a good play, whether it was a bad play. learn. They're going to give it to Pettis on the right side, and it's a little bit of a gain there.
It's just Pettis making something out of nothing. There was Millers in the backfield. He avoided them, bounced to the outside just to get a positive gain of about 2 yards. Could have been a loss, but he was able to avoid a few tackles. Make it 2nd and 8.
Yeah,
Got an injured player on the field again.
That's true, and Putnam City's just kind of down on themselves right now. You can tell that the kids are just, they're just, upset with themselves because of the mistakes they made, and I totally understand that, and I respect the fact that they care. You know what I mean? Like, because they do. They put a lot of work in the summer. They've got a really good summer program, and you've went through a harsh training camp to prepare yourself for this game and to get out here in game number 1, week 0. And you just had, 5 plays. 5 plays really have been the difference in this game. And so, you got to figure out a way to overcome that. And that's what life's all about. That's why this is the greatest game in the world is bad things are going to happen, and it's not by your intent. It's just the way the cookie crumbles, and you've got to be able to recover from that and do what you can to set yourself up in a better position. Simmons going to get the running back in motion, drops back. He's going to throw, steps up in the pocket, may take off. He is. Kind of slipped as he was cutting back. He had some room, but
yeah, he had some room, and he had a cutback lane, but just couldn't quite keep his footing together.
Couldn't quite get upfield as quick as he wanted to avoid the linebackers that were taking great angles.
Yep, only about a 2-yard gain. So now it's going to be 3rd and 6 for Simmons and the Pirates offense.
All right, 4 receivers split, 3 to the wide side of the field, 1 to the short. You've got Pettis in the backfield right behind Davion Simmons, the quarterback. He's going through his cadence. Looks like Yukon's blitzing from the right side. Steps up, avoids the blitz, throws, complete. Pushed out of bounds. Short gain for Putnam City. It was a good adjustment to avoid that outside linebacker that had a clear-cut shot, but he showed good pocket presence by stepping up in the pocket. Usually the inexperienced quarterbacks tend to run backwards, and that can be
panic.
Yeah, that
when
can
the
be
pocket is collapsing on them.
Really, really bad.
Yeah, it was a nice little throw and catch, but it's not going to be enough for the first down. So the punt team is going to come back on the field for Putnam City.
Yeah, but it's going to be ringing up 4th and 3. So Putnam City's going to punt the football back to Yukon with 1:05 left in the third quarter, and they're in a comfortable spot, being up 37-0. Here's the punt, and it was almost blocked. Ball's going to bounce right there at midfield, be down at the 49-yard line, so right there in the center. Yukon offense will come back out on the field.
We'll see if they keep their starting quarterback and starting running back out there. They got a 37-0 lead with 51 seconds left before the fourth quarter. Could be a new quarterback, or they could just keep rolling with Zealand Danielson.
Well, and I know Willis Alexander well enough to know that he's going to analyze this second half film just as much as the first.
No doubt about it.
How do you
You're
play
graded on
as
every
a player?
single play. Yeah.
How do you play as a player when you're down 37-0? Are you going to loaf around? Are you going to quit on your team, or are you going to keep playing? Well, these Pirates here, they're going to keep playing. They're going to keep fighting tooth and nail.
Yep. How do you react to the adversity
I think
that's hit?
a certain level of respect. You don't need to look at the scoreboard right now. You just need to tackle it one play at a time and keep playing. 35 seconds left. I don't know if UConn's going to be able to get this off or not. They're going to let this tick down. I think they're going to run at least one more play here before the end of the third quarter. Danielson calling out his protection. Twin receivers on both sides. Running back in motion on the left side. Gets the snap, drops back, steps up in the pocket, throws, out route. Well, comeback route, but overthrows the receiver. Was trying to find Elijah Kinley on the comeback route. That will stop the clock at 9.7 and bring up 3rd and 7 for the Yukon Miller offense.
Yep, he had Kinley open. Kinley made the defender fall and lose his footwork, but just couldn't connect, threw it a little bit too high, stops the clock. It's going to be 3rd down for Yukon.
All right.
Steven Danielson's had a great game tonight.
4 receivers split, 2 on each side. Shelburne, the running back on the right side, goes in the flats. Ball is snapped, throws left side on an out route. He catch it? I think so. I think he caught it right there near the first down marker. They're going to give him credit for that? They're not really moving. Maybe he didn't catch it.
Yeah, I don't think he caught it, or if he did catch it, he may have been out of bounds. So incomplete pass. Yukon's going to bring the punt team out, it looks like.
Yeah, it'll be 4th and 7. And back to return the punt with 5 seconds left in the third quarter is Keandre Huffman. And Coach Alexander was talking about how dependable Keandre Huffman is and how he's got some giddy up to him. So if he can get the ball in space, watch out. And I think we've got to delay a game here on Yukon, so it'll be backed up 5 yards, and then they'll try to execute the punt after this.
Yep, I think they're just playing the field position game. They don't want to punt this into the end zone. They want to get their punt team down there and try to pin Putnam City back real deep in their own territory.
All right, here we go. Punts it. Huffman going to return it. Takes a bounce. He's going to catch it at the 5, moves right, cuts back inside. He's not going to get much. Well covered by the Yukon punt team. Thought he had a crease. There's too many Millers down there.
Yep, made a play. Good open field tackle by Yukon. We got a flag on the backside of the play. Little chippiness going on away from the play. It gets to the point in the game where frustration is starting to show. Got to do your best to stay composed.
Yep, that's right. Well, that's going to be the end of the third quarter. The Yukon Millers are up 37-0 on top of the Putnam City Pirates. We've got fourth quarter action coming up. Hey, anything can happen. Crazier things have happened. So stick with us. Friday night high school football, sponsored by SSM Health, OCCC, and Super Prep on OKC Sports Radio 105.3, streaming live on PPBC TV. We'll be back.
Oklahoma is a free, voluntary statewide certification for businesses, communities, and schools that are working to improve the health of Oklahomans. Participants create healthier environments through policies and evidence-based practices and programs that improve nutrition, increase movement, manage stress, and create tobacco-free environments. If you believe your business, community, or school is making these efforts, visit oklahoma.gov/certifiedhealthy for more information.
And we are back live in full effect. Fourth quarter action about to be underway. And I guess there was a penalty, and it's going to pay off for Putnam City because it gave them the football back. Yeah. Oh, they're going to call an unsportsmanlike penalty.
Against Yukon.
And some taunting.
Oh, man. So now we're going back. It looked like Putnam City was going to get some good field position to start this drive, and now we're marching back deep into their own territory.
Well, at least you have
it at about the 6-yard line.
Well, at least you have possession of the football. You don't want to have to give them possession already with a significant lead. And to be quite honest, I'll be interested to watch what Putnam City looks like next week because I bet you money it's going to be a totally different ball team.
Oh, I agree 100%.
Ball is snapped, hands off to Pettis, slide stepping, getting upstairs. I say upstairs, I mean the second level of the defense.
Yep, getting up the field. Nice juke on that linebacker and burst upfield.
He's got good explosiveness and lateral movement. We've got a defensive lineman from Yukon who's injured on the play, so we've got an injury timeout happening right now.
Yeah, a lot of injuries to the Yukon team. Haven't seen any, I don't think, with Putnam City.
Well, and I think we saw one cramping issue, but other than that, it looks like they're in pretty good condition. A well-conditioned football team.
No doubt about that.
Yep, no doubt. Stay tuned for our Super Prep Player of the Week. Again, follow Super Prep on all social media platforms. Super Prep OK. You can also hear Super Prep Radio every Thursday at 6 o'clock on OKC Sports Radio 105.3. Really do enjoy watching their content and their coverage of high school sports in the state of Oklahoma. All right, Yukon players up and at him. He's just slowly walking off the field.
Definitely hope he's okay. He's a huge player. It's 56.
He's kind of walking
Smith.
gingerly off the field, kind of like you every Saturday morning after you go out with your girlfriend.
Oh, my gosh, dude.
What?
What? Chill out, dude. Chill out. Are you talking about yourself?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You got a big trip coming up, right?
I did not mean to. I did not mean to outstep my boundaries here.
You're
Dylan.
good.
My
You're good.
apologies.
You're good.
Okay,
No
here we
offense
go.
taken.
Awkward. Here we go. 3 receivers set, 2 on the left side, 1 on the right. Ball is snapped. Hands off to the running back, Pettis. He's working, ladies and gentlemen. He's got a first down. He's having to bowl over some of these defenders and make them bring him down. It's not easy.
Yeah, Pettis does not shy away from any contact. Yeah, he welcomes the contact. He wants to take on hits and drive through you. Another solid, strong run by Pettis.
Here we go. Let's see if they decide to put one in the air. You know, Josiah Chester's had some opportunities.
Yeah, they
as
got
a
some
pass
solid
catcher.
receivers.
Ball is snapped. They're going to give it to Pettis up the middle again. He's got a first down. Nice. 13-yard scamper.
Yeah, Pettis is just killing it on the ground tonight for the Pirates.
Marcio Pettis
He's been the highlight.
He's going to continue to play as hard as he can, and I respect it.
Yeah, they're going to give him a break. He's gotten a lot of carries tonight. Took a lot of hits, so they're going to sub in a new running back.
You're going to sub in a new offensive lineman, too. Carlos Rhodes, senior.
Number 18.
6 foot, 425 pounds. Try to move that man. Goodness, here we go.
Sean Martinez is the new running back, number 18.
Waiting on the snap, gets it. Hands off to Martinez, bursts upfield. No, he did not hand it off. He kept it himself, and Yukon did not fall for the fake. They went for Davion Simmons and got a quarterback sack for a loss, a significant loss.
Yeah, about a 4-yard loss on that read option play. Instead of giving it to the running back, he pulled it and kept it. D lineman sniffed it out, tackled him in the backfield.
Under 10 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. It's been all Yukon today. But Putnam City's going to continue to play hard, knowing that the coaching staff is going to go over the game film footage. See how you respond. Here we go. Hands off to the running back. Again, well, may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. I think that's a loss, Dylan.
Yeah, it is. Linebackers got downhill in a hurry and hit him hard. So another tough play for this Pirates offense. It's going to be 3rd down and about 11 to go.
I mean, at this point, I would consider going on 4th
if they
down.
don't convert.
It doesn't matter where they're at on the field.
Right, I'm with you.
I just love an opportunity to run another offensive play. Ball is snapped, fakes a handoff, rolls right. Simmons throws, and it caught. And caught. Not good enough for a first down, but much better position than they were prior to the play.
Yeah, I like that play.
It's going to be 4th down and 1. So, yeah, this is a well-executed play by Davion Simmons. Who caught the pass? Did you see that?
I did not get the number.
I did not either. Okay, here we go. Twins right to the short side of the field, one to the left on the wide side. Quarterback sneak up the middle. I think he got it.
Yeah, he got it. Push
Davion
forward,
Simmons.
got it by about a yard, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Pirates. Nice fourth down conversion right there. Love the gutsy call by Coach Alexander.
Well,
took your advice, say fourth down, we got to go.
You get behind big number 70 down there.
Yeah, they got a good old line. Great push up front.
Krishawn Rhodes, the senior, 5'9", 315. You're not going to get lower than that guy. Here we go. Pistol formation. 3 receivers. To the left, 1 to the right. Ball is snapped. Hands off to the running back. Bounces off one guy still on his feet, churning his legs. And he's probably going to be pretty sore tomorrow. Marcio Pettis is.
Yeah, he's going to need an ice bath.
He's been working. This running back's tough. Only a junior for the Putnam City Pirates.
A lot of promise in that junior running back. He's had quite the outing tonight.
I honestly thought we were going to see a heavy dose of Kamai Herrera, but Marcio Pettis is.
He's the guy.
And
he's made it very obvious.
Hey, just keep giving me the football and let's work. I'll
feed the monster.
Here we go. Ball is snapped. Hands off to Pettis again. Bounces out to the left side. 50, 45. Got the first down, and he's going to be tackled right around the 43-yard line. First down at 10 for Putnam City Pirates.
Yep,
the score doesn't tell you the story of the game. Okay, I really do believe that this Putnam City Pirate team is going to take this on the chin, and they're going to be better for it. They're going to make some adjustments. You commit 5 turnovers in the first half, you get in these types of situations. Okay,
right.
It's hard to get yourself out of them. But I do think they're going to try and find a silver lining in this. Simmons drops back, has some time, steps up in the pocket, fakes the guy out. Oh, wow, what a run by Davion Simmons. He's got the first down, right?
Yep, I think so.
That was a
nice
10-yard scamper
draw.
there.
Yep. Drop back like he was going to pass and then just got his head down in a hurry. Takes up the middle of the field. Nice run by Simmons.
Yeah,
they're going to call him about a yard short, so it's going to be 2nd and 1 for the Pirates. Love the play call.
Yeah, this Putnam City team has a lot more going for them than they realize. It hasn't been the product that they want tonight.
Yep,
but they have some potential that they can, if they can just sharpen some things and correct a few mistakes here, they're going to be a pretty decent football team. Hands off to the running back who gets the first down. It's Pettis again.
Yeah, Pettis was hit hard, but he did convert to get that first down.
Somebody get this man an ice bath after this one.
Yeah, he took a shot on that one. Yukon made him earn that first down the hard way.
Yeah. Okay.
So he's going to get subbed
Martinez
out
is going to come in, number 18. A round of applause for Marcio Pettis. This dude never stops working, never stops trying. And that's the Putnam City Pirate way, to be honest. Okay, they're going to get the call. Sean Jones is going to relay it into the quarterback. Love to see Sean Jones get the ball in his hands a little bit more. He's a talented receiver. It's just, the secondary for Yukon is a strength.
Yeah, one of those
really
guys for Yukon is going to TCU next year just to speak on the strength of that defensive secondary.
Trip receivers to the left, one back in motion. Ball is snapped. Oh! Tried to hit number 22, Tamir Boyce. I don't know if he got lost in the light or whatever, but
it's not on the same page with Simmons.
Didn't quite get the
like
pass
the play
completion.
call, like the thought, good throw, just couldn't make the catch. So the clock stops. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 for Putnam City.
Just under 6 minutes left in the game. Stay tuned for our Super Prep Player of the Game announcement. Dylan, you have somebody in mind?
Got a few guys in mind, but I'm not a spoiler type guy, so I'm not going to say anything.
No hints or anything?
Cannot, sir.
Okay. Ball is snapped. Simmons throws. One man to be in. Oh, yeah, it was one-on-one coverage there with
Chester.
Yeah, with Josiah Chester. He's had some opportunities. It's just it's really tough. Really tough.
Just out of the reach of Chester. He tried to climb the ladder and go up for it and one-hand catch it. Couldn't pull in the OBJ catch. So incomplete, 3rd and 10 for the Pirates.
Here we go. This is now 3rd down and 10. on the Yukon 33. Hands off to Martinez, who gets hit in the backfield. Number 19 for Yukon, Luke Brush, came in like a lion.
Yeah, he did.
Made the tackle.
Sophomore linebacker. They got quite the linebacking crew for the
That's
Yukon
like an
Millers.
old Brian Urlacher tackle right there on that play.
No, we don't speak of Chicago Bears
Oh,
players.
okay.
Sorry.
That's
Sorry.
right. I forgot.
More like A.J. Hawk or Clay Matthews.
Your allegiance is to the Packers.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. My co-host here and color analyst is a Packers fan. And, you know, everybody's got their faults. There's no perfect people in this world. All right, here we go. Twin receivers to the right, and we've got a delay of game. No, they got the timeout called in time. They were about to get the delay of game, so they called the timeout. We're going to stay right here. We're in the fourth quarter. And, again, I know this coaching staff. I know some of these players. It didn't start the way they wanted to, and they got down in a hole, but I really anticipate this, Putnam City Pirate football team to get back in the weight room, get back into film study, utilize some more practice time as conditions kind of cool. Again, they've only been able to practice outside a handful of times because of this extreme heat, and there are regulations that have to be abided by, and because of the safety of these players are up the utmost importance. And so the byproduct of that is sometimes sloppy football, and UConn's had some sloppy football in the first half. They were just able to make the right adjustments and play more efficiently, more effectively. So credit Coach Barnes' team. I mean, I'm not trying to discredit what they've done. What they have done has been impressive. I think they found a really good quarterback with Zeeland Danielson.
Yeah, they did. He's a stud.
Right?
He's only a junior.
Well, and Daniel Yebbett with the pick six and then the touchdown catch. I mean, he's a big-name player that Yukon fans should be really excited about. But I think this Putnam City team is a lot better than what we've seen tonight. Here we go. Simmons drops back, throws over the middle, complete. Number 14, Sean Jones. Did I not say, hey, we need to get the football in this guy's hands earlier?
You did. You mentioned his name. They heard you. They caught him with the deep slant route over the middle. He catches it, converts 1st and 10 for Putnam City. They are now in the red zone. We'll see if they can finish this drive, get something positive going. We've seen a lot of promise in the offense. They just haven't been able to get to the end zone.
Twins the short side of the field. He's going to hand off to Martinez. Working his way upfield and then runs into the linebacking core for the Yukon Millers. He was approaching the 15-yard line. I think he's going to be brought down at the 16. We'll see where they mark it.
Yeah, about 2nd and 6 to go for Putnam City.
Well, if the powers that be hurt us, my man Brendan wants a gallon of chocolate ice cream up here, so let's go ahead and get him some ice cream.
What brand are we talking? Bluebell, Brahms?
We're definitely Bluebell.
Or is he a Highland guy?
No, definitely Bluebell.
Okay.
Absolutely. All right, here we go. Ball is snapped. Summers drops back. Simmons drops back. Still steps up in the pocket. He's going to keep it himself, runs to the sideline, gets the first down, and he goes out of bounds to stop the clock at 3:48.
Great decision by Simmons. Looked down the field. There was nowhere to throw. Pocket collapsing. So he takes off, shows the speed with his legs, gets the first down. Now it's going to be 1st and goal for the Pirates.
All right.
See what the play call is going to be deep in the red zone. Come up with the most efficient and effective play here. Martinez is still the running back.
Here we go. I think we've got a timeout, or
it's going to be a flag on the far side of the field. Let's see what my man Trenton gives us up here.
Oh, sideline warning. Yep. Get back, get back. You don't know me like that.
Ludacris?
That is. Are you familiar with his music?
Yes, I am. Have that on my Spotify.
He's a Grammy award-winning artist.
Yep. Legend in the rap game, also a legend in all the Fast and Furious movies.
I call him the Beethoven of rap music.
The Beethoven practice. I like it. I'm a Luda fan. I would love to see him in concert sometime. Yeah.
I thought you did see him in concert.
I haven't seen Luda.
Who did you see last? You saw somebody.
Wiz and 2 Chainz.
Oh, okay.
Yep, saw him. That was the last show I went to.
Our producer Brennan's favorite rapper is 2 Chainz.
He looks more like a Swiftie to me. He looks like a Swiftie. Look at that smile when I said Swiftie.
Well, we don't have a camera on Brennan, but trust and believe he's smiling and he's enjoying being the head producer for our broadcasts here.
Does a good job.
Yeah, yes.
So does my man Winston on the camera.
That's right. We renewed their contracts.
Congo in the back.
It was
a
very
top flight security.
Well, it was a tough negotiation period. I thought, there would be some miscommunications, but ultimately everybody got on the same page. So I'm glad to have this crew behind me, and I appreciate all their hard work.
I was thinking about it, man. This is game 1, and we'll be doing this until about mid-March, just the start of our broadcasting season.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to go well into December for football. We'll also have some basketball broadcasts this semester as well. Here we go. Let's see if Putnam City can score here. Ball is snapped. He dribbles it off the ground and picks it up and runs upfield and gets down to the 1-yard line. Did you see him get the snap and drop it, and it bounced right back up into his hands? And then he took off running.
Yeah, great heads-up play by Simmons. Just really making something out of nothing. Looked like it was going to be a blown-up play, but he shows off his athleticism, his awareness, gets upfield, and now it's going to be second and about a yard and a half to the goal line.
There you go, Davion Simmons.
I mean, still playing
after everything he's been through tonight.
And that's how it has to be, though.
Well, and I think it's going to make him stronger.
Yep, he's learned from his lessons. I love what I'm seeing right now.
Well, it's hard not to learn. If you never make mistakes, it's hard to learn from it. You know what I mean? So I just admire his will to get out there and keep competing, and I guess we've got a timeout by Yukon.
Yeah, I think so.
Again, we're going to stay right here and finish out this game. There's 2 minutes and 50 seconds left here at Pirate Stadium. I'm Jay Swick, Dylan Tribble to my left. Any other score updates for us? I'm curious.
Let's check it out. Yeah.
What else is going on around the state of Oklahoma? I am very surprised by the score. I mean, I don't think anybody that follows high school football religiously here in the state of Oklahoma would have predicted this. But kudos to Yukon. They've earned every bit of it. But
I got some scores for you. Mustang is up on Choctaw 17-7. Bixby still barely holding on to that lead. It's 35-27. Bixby on top of Owasso. Really tight game.
Interesting.
Up there in Tulsa.
Okay.
Edmond Memorial's on top of Piedmont, 28-15.
All right.
And Deer Creek is still beating Sand Springs, 28-7.
That's a bit. That if they can finish that out, and I think that they will, that's going to be a huge win for them.
No doubt about it. Defending state champs and small 6A, Sand Springs, and Deer Creek's holding it down.
Here we go. Goal line offense. Could be a quarterback's keeper here. Ball is snapped. No, he's going to hand it off to the fullback on a trap, but gets clipped.
Yeah,
running back read it like a children's book and got in the middle of it to prevent the touchdown.
It's D'Angelo Robinson, the fullback, on that carry.
3rd down and 2. You got 2 opportunities to prevent Yukon from getting the shutout.
Yeah, playing for pride here. We'll see what kind of fight the Pirates got left in them. I believe in this.
I think you get behind big number 70, big 76, and just quarterback keep it. But they're going to go with the toss. Oh, he's right there at the goal line. I think he's short. I think he's short by inches.
That's Pettis on the carry. He's back in the game after being a little shook up earlier.
Yeah. So it's going to be inside the 1. 4th and goal from the half-yard line. Ball is snapped, and Simmons is going to keep it. Did he get it?
Quarterback sneak by Simmons. I think he got over the goal line. That's a touchdown.
Across the plane.
Putnam City Pirates.
There you go. There you go. Now you got a little something that you can hang your hat on. Yeah, again, the score's not what you want, but at least you showed some self-respect and say, hey, we're going to keep coming out and competing and doing whatever we can.
You know it feels good to finish the drive.
Right.
And get some points on the board. We've seen promise during the game, good drives, just not able to finish. That time they finished with the quarterback sneak. Davion Simmons, senior quarterback for the Putnam City Pirates. Here's the extra point kick.
Snap is up. It's good.
It's number
Putnam
41. Edgar Yanez, the senior kicker for Putnam City.
Gets on the scoreboard, cuts the deficit down. Minute 39 left. Does Yukon just run out the clock here, or you try to add some insult to injury by scoring?
Well, or do you just give your underclassmen some varsity reps?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think
is always a good thing. So even if they do run some plays, I'm not mad at them. They're trying to get these guys some experience because they know good and well in a year or two they're going to be the starters on the varsity squad. So
in the upperclassmen,
give them a feel for the Friday Night Lights, the environment, the speed, the pace of the game is just a little bit different on Fridays compared to JV Mondays. Good game here at Pirate Stadium. Love this atmosphere. Love the press box. They've really hooked us up here. Great setup for us. Always treated us good when we come to Putnam City High School.
Absolutely. Yep. Good seeing onside here, buddy. Hey,
I'm not mad at it if they attempt it.
Well, it's just a deep onside, caught at the 15, 25-30, 35-40, 50, 45. It's knocked out at the Putnam City 40, right around there. Really good lick on number 24. That is
Jaden Abdullah.
Well, number 24 is Wyatt Levacy with the return. But, yeah, I mean, whoever made the tackle did it effectively.
Yeah, there's a little anger behind that tackle, a little frustration. Right. It's like, let me get a good lick.
Right.
There's only a minute 31 left in the game.
I am curious, if you were Coach Barnes for Yukon and you were Coach Willis Alexander, what's the message to your team after a game like this?
Coach Alexander, hey, we did some good things. We can take positive and negative away from this game. We're going to come in tomorrow, watch the film, break everything down, grade all the players, and then once the film is over, we flush it and we move on to the next week. We take it as a lesson, take it to the chin, and move on to the next week.
And know that everything is still in front of you.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
it's non-district game.
The non-district games have no impact on whether teams make the playoffs.
Yep. Two different classes. Right. Yukon's in the big 6A. Putnam City's in the small 6A.
And number 17, Tristan Berglund, in a quarterback for Yukon. So you're exactly right. They're going to give the backup some experience reps here in this game. 4 receivers split, 3 on the left side, 1 on the right. Ball is snapped. He's going to keep it and run it on the left side. Try and stiff arm, and there's going to be a
horse collar or a face mask.
They got up pretty chippy.
Yep, a lot of jawing going on between both teams here.
Yeah, those penalties
competitiveness
could be offset because he did kind of grasp the face mask a little bit, and the defender kind of threw him down. So yeah, it could go either way. 36.8 seconds left. We're going to have one play left in this game. See where they spot it and who they attribute the foul to. They're going to call it on Yukon for the face mask. I think that's the right call. But, yeah, I mean, if you're Brent Barnes, you got to feel good. I mean, you went 6-6 last year, and to start this season off 1-0 on the road in Putnam City, after making those 2 turnovers early in the first quarter, I mean, yeah, you want to kind of correct those, but they responded correctly and effectively.
Yep.
And you've got a pretty interesting quarterback with Zealand Danielson. Got to be excited about.
good playmakers around Zeeland as well.
We're going to hand off to number 11, Lenny Palomba. And that's going to be the end of your Friday night football game here tonight. We appreciate everybody that's tuned in. The Yukon Millers have beaten the Putnam City Pirates 37-7 here tonight. Who is our Super Prep Player of the Game? Dylan, talk to me.
It is going to be the future TCU Horned Frog, number 1 for the Yukon Millers, Daniel Yebbett. His talent was showcased for us tonight against Putnam City. Also on the offensive side, a touchdown catch in the end zone. Just a heck of an athlete, freak athlete at that, and that's why he's our Super Prep Player of the Game.
That's exactly right. I want to thank our other sponsors, SSM Health and Oklahoma City Community College. We couldn't be here shining a spotlight on these young athletes and these football teams without your support. Therefore, you are supporting high school football in the state of Oklahoma, so we thank you for everything you do. Stay tuned for Prep Zone tonight with D. Wright and Luke Orvis. They're going to recap a lot of these football games. They're going to be talking with Prep Zone insiders who've been attending some of these football games around the state, and they'll be interviewing some people and highlighting players and moments from different football games. So I'm excited to take in the season debut of Prep Zone here on OKC Sports Radio 105.3. I want to thank our producer, Brennan, who does a tremendous job, especially under fire when we have different technical difficulties and different problems we want him to overcome. He is there, and we do appreciate everything he's done.
Test, 1, 2, 3.
And then there's Winston. All right. I'm just kidding. Winston is our cameraman tonight, and he did a tremendous job. So thank you very much, Winston. We appreciate it. And Congo, our lead producer, as well. So we'll be back very soon next week for some more high school football action on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 and live on PPBC TV. Have a great rest of your night, ladies and gentlemen. Yukon won the game 37-7. Stay tuned. Next week, we'll announce our Friday night broadcast on 105.3 OKC Sports Radio. I'm Jay Swick. This is Dylan Treble. We're over and out. See you later.
This broadcast is the exclusive property of Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, reproduction, or any other use of the accounts, descriptions, or audiovisual elements of this broadcast without the express written consent of Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company is strictly prohibited. All rights reserved.